Hi, I'm Julie Chen. Welcome to Big Brother After Dark, exclusively on Showtime 2, the only network where you can see Big Brother completely live, uncut, and uncensored. It's your chance to see what really goes on inside the house after the sun goes down. So get ready. Big Brother After Dark starts right now.
The following presentation is rated TVMA.
It's like, damn. It's all over. We have 5 days, though.
I know. Still a long time, dude. And 5 days of nothing. So it's gonna seem like a month.
Maybe a hot air balloon ride?
Maybe a spa.
Yeah. Okay. A little coconut, I think. So now we know it was a Jeff and Jordan show.
We knew it already. It was just confirmed. And how it's going to be in the finale. It's going to be a Jordan show.
Yep.
Especially after this being show.
I know, they're
All
going
it
to
is
love
is
her.
them two. That's all the show's been. Well, Kevin, not only you better choose me because we're at the deal, but if you want a shot, you better choose me. But you are, right?
Stop it, God. I swear to God. If that's the next 5 days, I'm going to ignore you.
Well, Kevin, you have. That's how it is. You have to reassure me. That's just how it is. You know. You'd be the same if you were in my shoes.
It's like it's like a Rice Krispie crust. Chocolate Rice Krispie.
I had the worst diarrhea. Did none of that get to you?
No.
Not really.
Jordan, please go to the diary room.
I want to eat my cake.
Take it with you.
Want to push and pull it in?
Yeah.
Not at top, right? Jordan will drink the champagne.
Oh, yeah. She's on cloud 9. So they didn't even focus on Brayden or Laura. No questions about Laura. Nor about Brayden.
We just talked about them on our own. Because they were so early, nobody remembers them. It was Casey and on.
Yep. Michelle's gonna be known for her night terrors.
And motivating
Jess
her
is
to
gonna be
work out.
known for getting evicted by mystery power.
And Lydia.
Lydia for her explosions or outbursts. Chima for throwing the microphone. Ronnie for being a maniacal player.
Jeff for being the sweetheart and everything.
Fuck Jeff. I'm so sick of Jeff.
I know, I am.
What they
too.
don't understand is he was
Kevin, Natalie, You were not allowed to talk about production.
Jeff was like playing Jordan. Dude, if I didn't get rid of Jeff, we would have lost.
It would have been them too in the end.
It would have been them
And
too.
Jeff would have won. America loves Jeff and Jordan. That's why they're the storyline, because they're loved.
And she has this underdog story.
Oh, with her mom, I know. I didn't believe it.
Or no, that nobody would ever have thought, you got stuff on your boob. Nobody would have ever thought that
She would have
make it
got this far.
Yeah. So they're like rooting for her. Like we're looking like bullies.
Right. Not just that too, but that she needs it because of this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody needs it in their own way. Just because, I don't share a room with my dad or, No, I know. Yeah, seriously though, it's from Casey and on.
I did like Casey though. He was hilarious. Even when he wore the banana suit, he wore it not like bitterly, Same with Lydia.
Yeah.
Honestly, Russell, I couldn't find any redeeming values about him. I just thought he was slimy, he was over-the-top masculine, he was sneaky, he treated women horribly, he thought he was smarter than what he was.
Oh, we forgot to say the scheming.
Oh yeah, schemer.
The real schemer, everybody, is...
I think the one redeeming thing about him was he sounded like he came from a rough environment, and made something out of it. Growing up in Lebanon.
Yeah.
I think Michele, what she needed in her game in order to win it was she needed to have
More
a human
friends.
side. Yeah. She didn't have a human side. She was so robotic, so calculated, and so logical that it scared people, And she would have won if she just was more likable. I think Lydia would have gotten far too if she just knew how to control her emotions, because she was scheming. Like she was throwing people under the bus left and right.
And even Jordan's telling you she threw you
I know.
under the bus a lot, Kevin.
I know.
Not just that pawn incident, but a lot more than that,
Oh, I know.
Times that I didn't know. I just knew of the things she would tell Jesse.
I know.
And she would tell other people things about you too, apparently.
Well, she threw Brayden in. I didn't know that original Brayden blow up that caused me to blow up too, where he called us beaners, was because Brayden was upset that Lydia had told Jesse that Jeff and Brayden were forced to deal with and they needed to go. So that's why Brayden came up. She came up to me and was like, Kevin, just stay close to me. So she must have just told them. She freaked out, came up to me. I had no idea.
You just happened to be there.
I had no idea why is this guy approaching. And then she's like, just stay close to me. And then he came up and was like, thanks for throwing me under the bus. I think you're a whore or whatever. So now it makes sense why he did that. And then I told him it was my idea to vote to evict you because I didn't like him. But I had no idea that that was all going down.
Good old Ronnie came through that week. If Brayden would have still been here, Kevin, imagine.
He would have gone anyways. Dude was an idiot.
Yeah.
He didn't play the game at all.
No.
He just wanted to be like the pimp Mac Daddy of the house.
He told Michele, we should get evicted together and go to the jury house together so that way we could do it on camera or do it without cameras.
He said he had the hots for Lydia.
He wanted to hook up with anybody that would hook up with him.
He just wanted to hook up.
Anybody who would have hooked up with him, he would have hooked up with him.
Yep. I think Laura would have stayed if she just stuck with a click.
If she would have stuck with us, she would have stayed.
Yeah.
I had to throw in our 5th click on that.
Yeah.
Because it's so awesome.
She seriously would have gotten further. I don't know how far she would have got. She definitely knew the game.
But she had to know that the fifth click was a true loyal thing after how she didn't get put up week 1. She had to know that, wow, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe I should stick with it. She just got saved, and then she went against it, you know? I didn't get it.
I can't figure it out. Jesse, too, he realized too late that he put all his eggs in too few of the baskets. He put it into you, Lydia, and Ronnie.
And Chima.
And Chima. But then he realized that this mystery power is coming, so he's like, oh, fuck. And that's when he started to court me and a little bit of Jordan.
Yeah, because it wasn't expected. The mystery power came out of nowhere.
And it was too late then.
Did you think I was closest to? Did you think it was Jesse, or did you know it was Chima?
Chima. I'm sorry, Jesse. 100% Jesse. I had no idea you were close to Chima.
Really?
Zero idea. You were always talking about Jesse or around Jesse. Everything. Everything Jesse. I started to realize that there was this weird threesome going on towards the end. You know, like, now Shima's on board with Jesse, because to me, it wasn't obvious before, but towards the end, she was all about him. And that's when I thought, he needs to go. He's getting way too powerful. He's collecting girls. He collects girls, not guys, girls.
He had Ronnie.
No, he didn't.
He did have Ronnie.
Ronnie was using Jesse. Ronnie was more powerful in using Jesse. Ronnie was playing everybody. I'm serious. You were getting played by him too.
What did Ronnie do to play me? He never screwed me in any way.
That you know of.
He didn't.
That you know of.
I never had a chance to be. The whole time Ronnie was here, I was always on top. You were always on top, dude. Our alliance was on top.
I don't know.
We gotta do some major cleaning tonight. All this.
No, they're gonna get rid of this.
No, they're not. I don't think so.
Are these our dishes now? It was kind of cold too.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. I think we gotta take care of it though.
Chima could have gotten far too. What the fuck? Like, why did she lose her mind? It would have been me, you, and Chima in the end, probably. Something like that.
No, because it would have been me or Chima going home that week. We were up on the block against each other, remember?
Oh, that's right.
So it wouldn't have.
But one of you could have won the veto.
Yeah, and then one of us still go home.
And Lydia would have been put up.
Or you.
That's true. Maybe it's seriously, it's probably a good thing. Anything that happened was a good thing.
Yeah.
We made the final three.
Yeah.
Even mystery power. You never know what would have happened.
See, even though Jeff, we all think it was a good move because he would have got out earlier, the thing is he didn't make it to the end. So what if he didn't use it? What if? Who knows what would have happened? The turns that would have, you know? Michele still won HOH right then and there, you know, so he would have been safe there, and who, you know what I'm saying, who knows what would happen?
Yeah, but who knows anything?
Like that season, Will didn't use it, he won. So it was like, good thing I didn't use it, I won.
Yeah, but Will wasn't a bottom bitch. Jeff was a bottom bitch in this game.
Well, maybe being the bottom would have ended up getting him because everybody was like, well, we always, you know, we want him out, so let's just skip him and let's do. Like
Maybe.
Casey was somebody who wasn't a bottom one, and that's why we decided to take Casey out. Because we're like, this is the perfect opportunity. Where Jeff, he's always at the bottom. He's always gonna be at the bottom. So do we want to skip him this week and take out somebody who's not a bottom? You know? That's how you think in this game. So he could have gotten to the end, maybe.
But everybody saw through him that he wasn't really a bottom person. He was a strong-ass competitor. So he was still
Playing
a huge
it,
threat.
playing
yeah,
it.
Everybody saw through that fakeness. For me, that was my strategy to be bottom because I knew that, like everybody would overlook me. And that's why Russell kept saying, no, Kevin's a strong competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a card I can play because who I am. Jeff couldn't play that card. He was too strong.
Yeah. Are we all gonna go?
Huh?
Are we all gonna go in there?
Going where?
Probably.
Going where?
The DR.
All of us?
No, like I'm saying, is it gonna be one of us next?
Yeah. Well, probably. Kevin will probably be called soon.
Kevin, please go to the diary room.
And then me.
Probably. Is this good?
Yeah. It's coconut in it.
Or like chocolate Rice Krispies or
Or
something.
Rice Krispies. Yeah.
Hate
Maybe not
coconut.
coconut. Maybe not coconut.
Oh, it's hot.
Maybe Rice
You like
Krispies.
it? Oh.
Oh, it's okay.
It's good, huh?
Aren't you excited?
Yeah, I am.
I'm in like the best mood.
You made the best move?
No, I'm in the best mood.
Oh. There's a whole bottle of champagne, too.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm excited.
should be. Aren't we scared?
I am, but, you know, it is what it is.
Was he saying anything to you?
No, we weren't talking about this. We were talking about the wall and people.
I felt bad because he was not like Jeff does he.
No. But what if, when I went in the DR the first time, was he saying, after the competition, when I first went in the DR?
Yeah. It's gonna be short. I'll tell you later. We gotta find tons of people.
Well, right now's the perfect time that he's in the DR. We'll just start talking about the memory wall.
He's not gonna be in there long. She just has to tell him something. So.
Obviously you can't, you know.
I know.
Jeff told you that already.
Because you don't know what he's gonna do. I mean, look what he's doing to us.
Mm-hmm. Did you see? I'm gonna win. So, yeah. Because he knows if he goes to the end, he will win.
I will be really. The only bad thing about that thing being on the finale was if I lose the third round, I'm gonna be really upset. I'm gonna try my hardest, but it's kind of like a luck of the draw, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's questions too that they ask.
He's coming out the door.
This is good. I like the top of it.
Maybe it was
Oh.
somebody else's door.
The bottom.
That's where you start getting into the Krispies.
I want a spa day. Big spa day.
Seriously, that's what I want. That's what I keep saying. Kevin keeps saying,
I'm gonna
like,
get my hair done.
I want to go get a manicure, a pedicure, my eyebrows waxed, and I would be happy. But if we could have a true spa day, a massage, a facial, that would be
like
amazing.
facials.
Like a full spa day, you know?
I wouldn't even care about massage. I want my toes done.
My toes, my eyebrows, and my fingers.
I
Yeah,
do want my hair done.
that'd be amazing.
That's the first thing I'm doing when I get home. Make an appointment to go. I'm excited that my family's gonna get to be here.
I know, me too. It'll be probably my fiance and my dad.
And I can see your fiance
Yeah.
in person. You think it's gonna be awkward when we're all on stage together, like, hey? You think like Laura and all them will feel like strangers? You know? Like
Probably.
if I was first or second one evicted, I would feel like I didn't know anybody.
Right. I
Nobody-
hope it's you and me in the end. I really do. I hope I
I'm
really
gonna try
do.
I don't even know if we clean this up.
That's what I'm wondering.
Freaking. Well, the last one I did pretty good.
It's 50-50 shot. That's what it comes down to.
But you know, like, what if you get the first one wrong? You're automatically like, oh God.
Like one day, like when he's sleeping, we'll be out in the backyard, and we'll go over every jury member and
I think of things that they would
yeah,
say.
because you know, we could go over and talk about each one, and then so that way you could kind of it might be
get
stuff like
Jeff's
that,
wrong.
you know.
I always get Jeff's wrong, and I should know his.
I got Chima's wrong.
I bet they're gonna ask something like, "Do you think Jeff and Russell are friends now, or made
No,
up?"
it's gonna be
Oh, like what they thought about
recordings.
the whole.
yeah, it's gonna be recordings of It won't be anything about each other or you know.
Right.
We need to find out about this table and.
I'm sure they'll get it.
Well, all it really is tablecloth. It's our table underneath it.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll take the no. Well, maybe they'll take the plates. I don't know. There'll be ants everywhere if we don't.
Do you want to get in the jacuzzi tonight?
Yeah. I could stick my feet in. Yeah.
Just sure you don't want to get in?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll get in later. Do you want to get in now?
Whenever you want to get in, I'll get in.
I get my suitcase.
I know. I have to get my suitcase too. Kevin already got his suitcase.
You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2. To chat live with fans of the show about what's going on in the Big Brother house right now, log on to sho.com. We'll be right back. You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2.
America must have really liked Jeff.
Seriously.
No, I'm serious.
No, I know. I agree.
I was like, geez.
That's what I'm saying. Seriously. Oh, did you know somebody left their chicken sit? Did you want a chicken sit?
Who left it?
I don't know.
Probably Michele.
I have mine. No, Michele never had one.
Something in that food is upsetting my stomach. I'm not unpacking all the way.
I'm not unpacking anything. I'm gonna leave my suitcase like
I wish
this.
they would have something for us to do at
know.
like. Wish they did though. 5 days.
I know. I hope they do.
I kind of think they would. I thought when they told us that we all three were staying, and then they said your bags in there, I was thinking, oh my God, we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And then, yeah.
Me too. I thought for a second.
Whereas your heart pounding when you started that competition first?
Oh yeah. And then.
Well, when you saw it, were you kind of relieved? Like, oh, this is it? I
Yeah.
was excited when I saw that. I was like, oh, that's okay. All right. I know these. That's why they couldn't give us any hints about anything, because they would so give it away. And we get to help each. Do you want me to straighten your hair on
Oh yeah.
finale night?
Yeah.
Are you gonna wear makeup?
Yeah. We'll do it all. For sure. The whole 9 yards.
I know. We all get to get ready.
For sure. For sure.
What?
On
Esther,
finale night, I'm gonna wear makeup.
Esther, she's gonna straighten her hair.
Or maybe not straight.
Where
Maybe
I
we'll
was-
do something different because I already
Please
straight, you
go
know?
to the diary room.
We're gonna get in the jacuzzi. You should get in. Throw your trunks on.
Wench, please.
Kevin, there's only 5 days left.
I know. Oh my God, Kevin, I'm like getting the worst diarrhea. Like over and over again.
Nervous diarrhea?
Probably like excited. I can't wait till it's over.
Over.
Aren't you kind of ready?
I
I'm ready to
know.
go home and see, like, just be in a normal. You can only take so much. Because I'm getting, like, my stomach's constantly turning and nervous. Your nerves. And I'm just.
Oh, you know what? I don't think we should change our clothes, actually.
Why? Oh. Well. I'll leave all that in there real quick. It's just, oh.
So you're totally on board, right? Because last time we were talking.
Yes, you make me nervous when
Why?
you say that.
Why?
Yeah, I'm for sure on board. Why do you keep thinking?
No, because
you
that's
keep
the last we were talking
asking
about.
me. And it scares me because it's like, I'm like, all right, what is he thinking? He's like, how? Because honestly, I don't think you'd pick me.
Why do you keep thinking that?
I don't know, I just don't think you would.
Well, 1000%. If I get the choice, I would pick you.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be huge. I already know what I'm gonna say because, you know, it's.
Well, because I saw you walking by the memory wall and I was like, he still doesn't have a decision.
No. I was going through dates and facts and stuff because I thought that I was gonna do phase 3.
Oh.
I was going through all
I
the
was
dates
like looking at it and I was just like, he still doesn't know. He still doesn't know. And that's why I was like, tell me
No, my
if
mind
I
has been
am.
made up like long time ago.
What if she does that? She can swap it.
I know, that's part of another reason. What I'm going to tell her ultimately is if I have the choice, I can't risk the fact that you have a final 2 mystery power. And then she's like, I didn't have it. And I can be like, well, remember when I went upstairs, you swore on everything that you said you did have it. So it's like, I can't, which one should I believe?
First or second place, though, when like when you're walking out there, you're still going to be like, oh my God, because you're walking away with $500,000 or $50,000. That's
50.
way more.
Guaranteed 50 for me.
Yeah. Like, you see, I mean, even though it's like a big, I wish it was 100,000, you know? But, you know, like, even, like, let's say me and you were up against each other and I got 50,000, I still would be freaking ecstatic like it was 500,000 because that would help me pay off a little bit of bills.
Yeah.
Anything's better than nothing, you know?
So even if Natalie convinces you to...
Jeez, I know. Don't be paranoid.
I know.
I know everybody this whole week is. Even when somebody gets called the DR and they're alone, you automatically, because
Right.
that's what we're used to.
She's already on me. So I just have to like calm her down because I don't want to torture her. And I've already said that I'm
think
gonna
it's
wait to the
only
last
fair.
minute.
With me and you.
I know.
Every scenario I come out with, it's even the
Right.
amount which it would give them a harder, they would have to think.
I know I would get second place with her, so it's a guaranteed second with her. And if I take you, second with a shot at first. Possible first.
Same
Hers
here.
is no
and
shot.
too, I think if even if it did come to a tie, I think you're so funny and
No.
you're likable, and I think I'm nice, so I think it balances
Yeah,
out.
you and Jeff's romance huge in the show, so it could balance out. Who knows?
No, I think Jeff was apparently, I can tell, very
Huge
like.
in the show. I told you that when I was deciding to get Jeff out. I didn't know if I told you. They're like, no, are you sure? Oh my God, no, don't do it.
Really?
Yes. I'm like, no.
Jordan, Kevin, you were not allowed
I didn't think-
to talk about production.
I didn't know he was.
So loved.
Yeah.
I know. At one point, when people would talk to me in this house, I'd be like, I can't talk about Jeff anymore. Sorry.
What do you mean?
You know, like house guests would ask
Oh,
me,
gotcha.
you know, like, what do you think of Jeff, this and that? I'm like, enough! I'm sorry. Especially when I realized there was like an America voting thing, I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I had to apologize. I'm like, sorry.
I really thought that you or Michele had it.
Oh no.
All my DRs are.
I thought
Kevin and
Michele or Ronnie. Liddy, I don't know. I was all over the place.
I was like, it's Kevin. He keeps getting called. You know when Jeff told me? You know when Jeff found out he got it?
When? The day after.
Remember when Russell pulled us all in the kitchen and called Michele out
Yes.
and said that Michele had said
Yes.
some things? And remember, we were all waiting on Jeff to walk out of the DR. Remember, we were all waiting. And
Yeah, he was
standing like
waiting
this.
for one more person.
Yeah, and Jeff was leaning up against, or Russell was leaning up against the kitchen, kind
Right.
of like waiting. And
Right.
Jeff walked out. That's when he found out.
How perfect timing.
I
Because we
know.
were all distracted.
Exactly, and that's what Jeff said. He said it was awesome because everybody was so
Focused on that.
on that and so distracted. When Jeff had the mystery power, it was
When Russell and Chima.
yeah. And when Russell called Michele out in the kitchen.
No, when he called the meeting.
The house meeting.
Yeah, the house
Yeah.
meeting in the kitchen. And then
Which is
Jeff,
because of me, by the way.
it was because of you?
The house meeting.
How did you know about it?
Because Russell was telling me, dude, she's a liar. Jeff even caught her outside saying she came up and said, I'm sorry I had to lie, but that's the only thing I had. He's like, she's such a liar. Nobody in this game really realizes it, and yada, yada, yada. And I didn't like Michele. And I was like, Russell, your only card right now, your only chance to stay in this game is to call Michele out. He's like, I already have, nobody believes it. I said, no. Call a house meeting where, why would you call a house meeting on something you're lying about, you know? I said,
Right.
call a house meeting, and Michele can't deny it then, because you're calling her, Jeff was there, he heard it, call a house meeting. He said, do you think so? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, well,
Wait, why
Chima's-
were you on Team Russell if you were friends with Chima?
No, he's like Chima, because she was lying. Michele was lying to Chima. That's the thing. Michele was saying that she never said those things upstairs about Chima, and she did. And I believe Russell. She said that. He's like, Chima's not gonna believe it, and I'm like, no, I will come. He's like, Chima's not gonna even come to the meeting. And I said, I will convince Chima. He's like, no, I don't know. So I went over to Chima. I'm like, Chima, Russell's gonna call a house meeting because Michele is lying, Chima. And Chima's like, no, Russell's the liar. And I'm like, no, Michele said those things about you, Chima. I believe him. Like, listen, Michele was so team Michele. I mean, Chima was so team Michele. And I was trying to convince her, no, it's true, because it was true. Even Jeff heard that it was true. So she's like, well, if he's gonna do this, he better do it within the next 2 minutes because I'm gonna change my mind within 2 minutes. I ran over to Russell. I'm like, all right, call it now. Chima said she will go, but you better do it within the next 2 minutes. Russell called the house meeting. Chima came over, and then Chima confronted Michele. Michele, why would you lie about that? Why would you lie about it? And Michele said at the table, well, I didn't have anything else to say, and he was yelling at me, and he made me nervous, and so.
She always said that.
But she was lying. And that's when Chima finally confronted Michele for the first time. You just lied, Michele. Why did you lie to me?
Whenever she was lying, she'd say, I don't remember or I don't know.
Or I was just so frustrated.
Or it was so late. I don't remember. It was too early in the morning.
Yeah, she always said that.
I'm surprised we didn't do a have-not.
I know.
Oh, we need to put, did you have shoes on for that thing?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't.
I did.
My hair was down, though, so I guess I got to
I'm
pull
gonna put my shoes back
down.
on.
So I didn't understand that whole Chima blow up. Like, I'm sorry,
Okay.
like Michele said what?
Okay.
Like
So
simple
Russell,
version
this
though.
was when Russell was HOH, okay? Russell was HOH, and Russell and Michele made a deal, like final two and yada, yada, yada. And as Michele was up there, she was saying some things about Chima to Russell. Like, I know you're close with her, I see, because she know they were making a final two deal, but Michele, I guess in her mind, was like, well, Chima's gonna come. So she was saying things about Russell up there, or about Chima up there.
Right.
So then,
Saying what?
oh, fuck, I don't even remember all the shit anymore. So then, Russell said something to Chima. Oh, so then Russell was all paranoid about this stuff. Well, then Chima and Ronnie were in the, remember when Michele was in the diary room and he came out and he's like, I heard you, remember? Chima and Ronnie were in the splish splash room with the door closed and they were whispering, talking. Russell, you know how he goes and stands by the door and hears? So he thought Michele was in there too, but Michele wasn't. Michelle's in the diary room. That's when we were cooking dinner. And then Russell was like, they're in there and they're talking. You know, Russell just makes shit up that people are talking about. They're really not. He's like, they're scheming it. That Michele comes out of the diary room. Russell's walking upstairs and he walks by. He's like, I heard you in that room. And Jordan and Michelle's like, I just came out of the diary room. And Jordan says, go up there and tell him. Go up there and tell him. So Michele went upstairs and was like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I was in the diary room. And comes to find out it was Chima and Ronnie in the splish splash room only. And Michele had just sent a lot
What
of
were
things.
they talking about?
Nothing really. Michele had just, he didn't hear anything, but Michele just finished saying a lot of things about Chima, that she was friends with Ronnie and that she, you know what I'm saying? That they were coming after him and da-da-da-da,
Oh,
not to
sorry.
trust Chima, that Ronnie and her were coming after him.
Right.
Well, then he knows that he doesn't know what they're talking about. He knows, he just assumes that that's what they're talking about.
Right.
So Michelle's telling him, so then Russell is like, starts saying like in front of Chima, like, I know you guys are planning on coming after me. And Chima's like, no, we're not. You're like crazy. And then that's when they started going at it. Well, then Chima, the next day, things got, before the real big fight happened, then they go upstairs, Chima and Russell go upstairs and are talking. And then Russell's like, okay, well, Michele told me this. So Chima's like, okay, let's get Michele and find out. And Russell's like, no, don't get her because it's not gonna do anything. Chima is like, no, let's get Michele. Chima came downstairs, got Michele, went back upstairs, and Chima said to Michele, Michele, did you tell Russell this? Did you tell Russell that my plan is to backdoor him? Da-da-da-da-da. And Michelle's like, no, I didn't say any of that. Russell's making this all up. And Russell's like, you're a liar. You told me all this. Like, you just said this to me. And Chima was like, you're the liar, Russell. You're the liar. Michele's not lying, you know? But Michele really did say those things. So then the next day, Michele and Russell are outside talking. Them two, like there's this big old fight, and he's now talking with Michele, and Michele was telling him, I'm sorry, I lied. I had to lie. Da-da-da. Jeff walks out and hears Michele apologizing that she lied. And Jeff hears...
He did?
Yeah, Jeff hears that Michele said, Jeff hears Michele apologizing for lying, and Jeff even went up and said, Michele, that's not cool. Why would you lie about that? So then Russell's in here, and he's like, Russell goes to me and Jess, and he's like, see, she's lying. Jeff even heard her apologizing to me a lot. So then I'm like, call him house meeting and confront. He's like, nobody's gonna believe it. I said, call a house meeting and confront her. And Jeff was there. Bring Jeff into it so Jeff could admit he heard it. And he did. He brought Jeff into the conversation.
Jeff was like, I don't want to be a part of it.
But then he said, but I will say what I heard. He did say that.
He said, all I heard was she said sorry.
Because she was lying, and I told her it wasn't cool to lie. That's what Jeff said. So then he calls the house meeting, and then Michelle's like, and then Chima's like, Michele, why would you lie about that? You know, because then when Jeff said, I heard her apologize, Michelle's like, well, yeah, I'm sorry for lying, but I had nothing else. You were in my face yelling. And then Chima's like, Michele, why would you lie about that? That's what caused this whole fight, was Michele lied, saying Chima was saying something that she wasn't, which
Why
is what
was she
caused...
still team Michele then, afterwards?
Well, no, then she was, so then she was like, but then Chima got back into, well, it's because, so then Michele and Chima went and talked later on their own, and Chima got from the thing from Michele that Russell was...
You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2.
Don't.
Mention that you
Yeah.
just told us. Okay, bye.
We gotta talk about health.
I know.
Jordan! Get your butt over here. How do I bring it up? How do I bring it up?
Pandora again.
Yes, Julie.
So me winning HOH came at the perfect time because of Pandora's box. I got to see my boyfriend, and he turned from my boyfriend to my fiance. I wish you guys could have been there. Like, I wish you guys could have been there and seen that. And I guess you guys will see it after the show's over.
Did you ever see the gold room?
No, I
Oh, I
never
know.
saw it.
Yeah, it's all gold inside.
Is that where it happened?
Yeah, it happened inside the gold room.
So how did it go?
I walk in, and I'm in...
What did he say right off the bat for the engagement part?
Well, he just says hi, like, I miss you.
But how did he ask you?
Oh, he got on one knee, and he asked me if I would marry him.
Just like that?
Just like that.
And the twisty tie?
The twisty tie is because there's a meaning behind it. His dad wanted to propose to his mom, but he didn't have the money to buy a ring, so he proposed with a twisty tie, and she accepted it, and that was like such a romantic gesture, and he liked that, so he wanted to honor his dad and do the same in return to me. And I knew about this twisty thing earlier on in our relationship, like he explained it to me, so I knew the meaning behind it. But I got a ring at home, no worries.
What? So before you went into the Pandora's box, like, what was the big appeal?
So I had an envelope, and it said, opening Pandora's box can unleash something good or something bad upon the house, something good or something bad upon you. You know, you're gonna have to make a decision. Once you make your decision's final, but look at the monitor and you can get a clue of what's inside the box. I looked at the monitor and up popped him. And it wasn't like a picture, like him in a frame, a picture. It was him like moving, like standing there, like you could see it, so you knew he was there.
Right.
You know?
You know what was so cool about it is that it's the first time ever someone from the outside has been in the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
Like actually inside the house.
It's the first time ever a loved one's ever, not only was he inside, not only is this the first time, but obviously Big Brother's been on for 11 years now.
Yeah.
This is the first engagement on Big Brother.
And you're the first one.
I'm the first one. I'm
I
happy to
think
be
it's
part
just
of it.
huge that there was another person in this house who's actually someone you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm super thankful, super happy. Seriously, that was by far the best moment for me in the Big Brother house. 100%. I'm very grateful to have gotten this far and everything I've experienced. But him being here with me to experience this moment for a minute and proposing is by far the best thing that's happened to me in this house. And honestly, one of the best things that's happened to me in my life.
Wow.
So I'm
Well, while
ecstatic.
you were experiencing your high, we were experiencing a low with these annoyances. So these people were just running around the house annoying us, and little did we know
guys.
that you were experiencing such a great thing upstairs.
And I'm sorry.
We had to smell a smelly baby, and he cried.
And an annoying
nonstop.
copycat.
Annoying
And a cockroach
copycat.
that would squirt us with bug spray.
juice.
I'm sorry, but I'm sure that if you guys knew what was happening, you would experience it all over in order for me to get engaged
Why
again.
didn't you tell us this happened right off the bat?
Because I wanted to mess with you guys. Because I am the prankster of this season. Come on, I'm the prank girl. And I wanted to continue that on. And by the way, just because there's 3 of us left doesn't mean the pranks stop here.
Oh,
So
really now?
I wanted to prank you guys, and I thought I got you guys good.
You did, yeah.
All right, so there we go. Anyways,
Let's go get something from the kitchen.
what do you want?
I'm thirsty.
Oh my gosh, when you walk, like the first picture you see is Ronnie.
Really?
Don't you? You see Ronnie.
No, I see me. It's all about me.
Well, I see Ronnie. Don't you remember Ronnie?
Ronnie,
You guys had that big old fight.
kitchen or memory wall, Ronnie?
What? Right here.
Is that not the kitchen?
You
Is this the kitchen?
and Ronnie had that big fight. Do you not
Should
remember?
we get situated? Let me get a
Oh
little
my
something to
God.
drink.
What are you doing?
I remember something. He said something about Hitler.
No.
Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh. That fight? I thought it was because you were mad at him about Hitler or something.
Oh.
It's over. It's done. We lost. It's a wrap.
Wait, what are you talking about? Wait. Do you feel situated?
So, Kevin, remember that time you got in a fight with Ronnie in the bathroom?
I don't even know what it was about.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what it was
All
about
I
either.
know is I got swole up on him.
All I know is I have never
his
seen.
face.
Yeah, I've never seen you like that, Kevin. Ever.
I just
Yelling.
remember him calling me a liar or insulting me somehow, and I was thinking, this rat is calling me a liar? Oh, hell no.
You blew up the worst I've ever seen, even until this day.
were.
You
I know.
chest bumped him.
I was surprised.
You
Did
chest
he
bumped.
cry?
Both chest bump people.
Yes.
Chest bumpers.
Yay!
No, you're a chest bumper. You're a boob bumper.
Did he cry?
No,
I'm wondering if he cried to somebody.
I don't remember him
He
crying.
was always fake crying
Yeah.
or crying.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I was like, oh my gosh, these are both my friends. What do I do? They're
And
both
what was
my friends.
it?
What
Was
do I
like,
do?
was that the time when the Chima and Russell? It was like something
It
else
was
was
all
going
around
on.
the same time.
Yes, it was around the same time as the Chima, so it just started bringing more things out, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what got into me. Definitely, Jordan, I agree with you that being in this house brings out a weird side to you
Yeah.
because I've never even seen that side myself. Because I was just like, I blacked out for a moment. Blacked out. And I
Yeah,
just
it
knew I was
does.
so
We've all had our
Moments.
moments.
upset. You didn't lose your mind though.
I actually did. I lost my mind with, first time I lost my mind was actually right here, and it was with Lydia. Homegirl comes up to me and says, because at this time, you were a have-not, so you were in the have-not room. Michele had to take your bed with Lydia. Well, we all know how Michele has night terrors and all.
I remember that.
Lydia was tired of sleeping with her with the night terrors, and so she comes up to me and she's like, I'm taking your bed and you're sleeping with Michele. I'm like, no, I'm not. And she's like, yeah, you are. I said, I'm not giving my bed up to anybody. And she's like, you're so selfish. You don't know what it is to sleep with a person who has night terrors. And da-da-da-da. I said, well then, go ask Jess. I said, go ask Jesse to sleep in his HOH room. Go ask Kevin to sleep. Go ask somebody else. Why do you want my bed? Like, no, I'm not gonna give you my bed. Like, no, you know? And that's when we had like our first fight because of the bed situation. Because I wasn't gonna give my bed up. She chose that room. What does Julie say when you first walk in? House guests, choose your rooms wisely. She chose the room with a double bed. Now deal with it. But I've only blown up with her and with Michele.
Yeah.
At the table, I was smacking the table that day. Mike, you're a liar.
I'm surprised we didn't talk about the Lydia and you blowing up.
Oh,
When
in the
was that?
bedroom.
Yeah.
That was when Braden was here.
Yeah.
Cause Lydia called me a
I
something.
don't know. I don't even remember what
And I
that
was
about.
just like, oh, no, she didn't. I just stormed in there.
That's when I saw you blow up. I was like, whoa.
And I didn't blow up for a long time until Russell.
So, that's that.
Yay! I thought you and Ronnie got in that fight because he said
Jordan.
something about. Oh.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
Jordan, please go to the diary room.
Oh, great.
Dude, this thing is heavy. Oh. You.
Okay, Kevin, but memories aside and everything, a memory that you and I could both never forget is one of the reasons we are Final Three.
Because of the lie that we told to Jeff about Russell. We made up this
LML.
fake conversation
That never happened.
that never occurred, and that was a huge turning point in this game.
That was our biggest move and
Huge.
smartest move in this game
Because Jeff backdoored Russell because of that.
because of the lie.
Because of us.
We
implemented
so
this lie.
when people, we really have played this game. We
Yes.
played it in different ways than other people have played it, and we would not be in Final Three if we did not do LML. That lie
I can't
was
believe
crucial.
Jeff actually believed this lie,
I
that
know.
we heard this conversation
I
that
was
never
on the
occurred.
block. Of course I'm gonna say it, you know? Yeah.
But what was key was that I told it because I was not on the block. I
Right.
had nothing to lose.
So why would you?
So
make
why
up
would
a
I
lie?
make up this lie?
And in return, it actually paid off for you because
Yeah.
you would have been going home the following week.
And thank goodness Jeff won HOH, because if I won, I would have gone
The
next
same,
week.
yeah, the same thing. So it
So
was
Jeff did our work
'Cause of
for
LML.
us because of this last minute lie that we
seriously,
came up
dude,
with.
Nice job. Like
I
that
know, that was huge.
That was huge for us, and we're
I
in
know.
Final Three, and Final Two, hopefully.
I know. Can't believe that was a huge turning point for us in this game. We were 4. It was 2 against 4.
We were, though, yeah.
We were
it
just
was
getting picked
everybody
off left and
against
right.
the Lonesome Rangers.
I know.
We went from Kevin. You and I went from MPK to Bosley and the Angels
Right.
to Bosley and the Angel to the Lonesome Rangers.
Right.
And the Lonesome Rangers have the majority in the end. 2 versus 1.
Right. From that point on, since we made up this lie about Russell having this conversation with Michele,
We
It-
dominated the game from there.
I know, it made
We took
Jeff
over.
feel like Russell was coming after him, which he wasn't. Michele even confirmed
The
it, that
guy-
it was
I
not,
know.
Russell was not coming after him.
The guy Russell told me he was, and Russell told me I'm the idiot because I was actually going to stick to the Final Four deal. And he backdoored him. He did our work for us
did.
and saved us in the meantime and gave us the opportunity to win now, which it was beautiful.
And then I won HOH, and I made the impossible, like the deal of a lifetime with Jeff, that we would not put him on the block. In fact, we would put each other on the block. And he actually.
Who would believe that? Like, okay, we have nobody in this house. We only have each other. But yeah, I'll put them on the block for
Right.
you. Of course.
The deal was too good to be
Too
true.
good to be
and when
true.
something's too good to be true,
It's
it's not true.
Yep.
But he bought it. So not only did he buy the lie that we told him about Russell and Michele are coming after him, he bought the fact that we wouldn't put him on the block. Huge. Those 2 events, huge.
And those 2 events is what enabled us to knock out him
Yep,
from this game.
I know. And we got rid of 3 strong players back to back to back. Russell, Jeff, Michele, huge strong players because of this momentum that we created from this last minute lie that we just came up with.
Nice job, dude. Seriously. Yeah, I couldn't have gotten this far in this game without you.
And I couldn't have come this far without you.
I'm glad to be here with you. I truly,
know.
truly am.
Now it's just finale night, 5 days from now.
I hope we're staying next to each other.
I know.
I hope we are.
Bitch might win though.
The thing is, if she wins, she's winning 500,000
Oh, I know.
for sure.
I know.
And it can't be like she hasn't played this game because she's won just as many competitions as you have. You won 1 HOH or 2 vetoes. She won 1 HOH, 1 veto, and then you won part 1. She won part 2. So same.
The downside is like, okay, with Jerry, the reason why Jerry was like a weak player, but he had an edit of some blow up that he had.
Oh, everybody liked it. Remember, everybody said.
Until that point, though.
Well, if he would have gone in the final 2, Jerry would have won.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yes, he would have. Everybody even said when they were waiting for the last person to come, they're like, if it's not Jerry, he's gonna win.
Oh, why didn't who decided? Memphis, right?
Who decided?
Yeah.
No. Dan decided.
Dan won the third phase?
Dan won the third phase. And
Why
took
didn't
Memphis.
Dan take Jerry?
Because he couldn't win against him. Because everybody liked Jerry.
Oh, I thought they didn't like him.
No. And Jerry played a great game for being 75 years old. All those things he won.
That's true.
He won a lot of competitions.
That's true.
So he had played a great game.
Y'all got there? I'm gonna diarrhea again.
Go out where?
Sad.
Yeah. Did we do a good? Are we done?
I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Is that what they told you? Yeah. Not supposed to say that part.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
Well, are we putting our swimming suits on, Jordan?
Yeah.
Or no? Do you want to get
Y'all
in
want
or no?
to?
I will.
Kevin, you've never gotten to the pool here.
And I never
Ever.
will.
Why?
Oh, wait, let me get it.
Last time.
I know. I want to enjoy this jacuzzi for the night. I'm going to go to the restroom and change. Seriously. All that. For no reason.
Oh, shit.
I asked about our other bag though.
No one was evicted before they told us
To go back. I asked about our other bag.
I don't even know where is what in this thing.
Jordan, you and I are just like comfortable now. We just like go to our drawers. Cause yeah, you can finish yours. Cause it's like, sucks walking all the way to the.
Yeah. Here. Turn around. Lift your hair up.
You know what would be cool is to have closets in this biznatch.
Yeah, then people could hide in them and.
Have secret conversations.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to lift up your hair. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh man. I gotta lose some weight when I get home. Natalie, do you think they all the stuff we have, do they have somebody come and clean everything?
Like when we leave?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they have somebody completely fumigate this place. Plus, they strip it because,
They do it different themes.
or they don't necessarily strip it, but they add things onto it. You know what I'm saying? Like, haven't you noticed like layers peeling back, and you see the stuff from last season and stuff like that?
This was the peace room, right? Or was
Yes.
it that room?
No, this was the hippie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the what was out there?
That one was that that red room, the one that it was black and red, and that was that one. And then this one was.
I mainly remember the peace room, but isn't it weird to think that other people, past house guests
That
that
lived in this.
yeah, that we're like, oh,
Yep. That we like and stuff. Yep. Oh, we're talking about that was the peace room last season.
Oh yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2. To chat live with fans of the show about what's going on in the Big Brother house right now, log on to sho.com. We'll be right back. You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2.
Yeah, I saw it there too. You're gonna come put your feet in, right?
Right, that's what Ronnie was doing. She was saying, the door's locked.
The door's locked, yep.
Yep.
St. Mary.
Was that like day one? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the night with Jesse. That was the fight with Jesse, yeah.
And it was probably because the door's jammed just like it is now.
Yeah. Hey, will you tie that top a little bit tighter for me, please?
Top?
Yeah.
Tell me when.
That's good.
Hold on. Ooh.
There you go.
Hold on.
Thank you. I love it how Mel's getting pictured in the last thing. You know what I'm saying? The last. Oh, whatever. But it's being featured. Yeah. Coming.
Is there a bug?
What do you have in your hand?
I know, I don't have
There's a bug?
I gotta show it to you.
And you scared me, you mother freaker out there.
Come out anymore.
What? Where? Where?
Where'd it go?
Oh, damn.
Are we out of clean towels? Michelle's not here to wash our towels.
Look,
What?
come here, look at it.
What is it?
What and where?
It's a spider, but it's like
Oh, look, it's hanging from the jacuzzi.
Oh, I see it.
Look at it.
Throw something in it, Jordan. Oh, look it. There's another one right there. It's about to go onto the couch. Look at the big web. That one's huge. It's crawling down too.
Let me get the bug spray.
It's oh my! It keeps crawling more and more. That's where we sit.
Emergency status.
Hey, y'all, we need to take this bug and throw it in the nest. And then it'll eat it.
Wait, let's get rid of that one over there
Get
first.
that one.
The jacuzzi one, that's what it is. Where you from? On the microphone?
No, it went up there.
It's on the microphone.
Is it? Ooh. Spray it.
Where'd it go?
That just all in the jacuzzi. We serious?
Spray it. Get it.
Ew,
Ew,
ew.
it's dying. Spray it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Go. Spray it. Is he struggling?
No.
Yes, he
Kind
is.
of.
He's
Yeah, he is.
wobbling.
Get it again. Go over there.
Ew, ew, it's falling.
No, not in the hot tub. No.
Oh, it's okay. It's dead now.
It's gonna go
Ew,
in
we
the...
gotta get it though.
I ain't touching that.
Ew.
It's struggling.
It's probably like burning.
Ooh, it's drowning now.
Oh wait, I gotta go get the thing.
Ooh, it's sinking.
Coming.
Still there.
Where is it?
Right over there.
Ew.
Good one. Let me spray it one more time now.
Wait. I'm gonna set it right here.
Back and jump.
I think it is dead. Wow, that stuff kills them like instantly. Look at the web.
Flip it over so I can see
Ew, is it moving? I want to see what it looks like, but I'm scared to get close.
dead is what it is.
That's a big one. Okay, kill it. Finish it off. It's right there. Step.
Ah!
You gone. Okay. Oh wait, that's not good to have it. Maybe we can spray it off, but that's not good to have bug killer. This one.
This
Wait,
one's-
I'm about to get in there. And then we're gonna spray it.
Go.
I'm staying far, far away
Wait.
from that.
There it is. Look at him!
I want nothing to do with
Die.
bugs.
Wow, that stuff really works. Wait, these things are troopers.
Hold on, did the one out of here get taken out?
Yeah.
Okay.
We killed it.
Die, motherfucker!
Just step on it and it'll die quicker.
Jordan, you step on that one.
I'm kind of scared because he's still moving.
Jordan, please put on your microphone.
Get him, Kevin.
Dude, I smell that bug spray.
Ew.
I could smell it.
We probably need to spray this off because we got bug spray
Jeez.
on. Other ones? Kind of.
Oh shit. I'm like paranoid right now.
Well, we didn't fish that spider out from the hot tub yet.
Yeah, Jordan told me she did, but nice try.
I'm keeping this close, because you never know.
Didn't those shorts get evicted?
No. It was the shoes.
It's okay, I wore my hoodie and that got evicted. And Jordan wore her peace pants and those got evicted. Or did the homecoming shirt get evicted?
Peace pants.
Peace pants.
Y'all all be hating on the peace pants.
The other way they look good though. It's just because it's a peace thing.
Well, okay.
Because when you turn them
My
inside out, they look good.
Friend has a friend that he'll take her shopping and took us all shopping, and I was just looking at stuff and he told me I could pick something out, and I was like, for real? And he's like, get whatever you want, and took like, I mean, it wasn't like an expensive store or anything like that, but it's like, you know, kind of like a, I guess you could say maybe kind of like wet seal and stuff. I shop like there all the time, but maybe like a little bit cheaper than that. And he was letting us pick stuff out, and he bought us like a whole bunch of stuff. So I was like, I need a pair of black pants, and they had peace signs on it. And I was like, I really don't want them. But then I was like, I need black pants so I can hide them over like a shirt or something. And he's buying them, and I needed some, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, when you turn them inside out, they're like, you know.
Well, I couldn't.
There's another one.
Another one? Ew. We're becoming infested with
Do you think
bugs.
it came from those leaves, you know, like,
Maybe. Ugh.
where'd it go?
You know what I haven't seen yet? A roach.
Don't say that because that's all we need.
Actually, I think one night there was a roach.
That's how I would really freak out.
A roach? No! I thought it had to come over this way.
Okay, you know how, what was it? Fear Factor, right? Yeah, that show? Fear Factor? What if you had to stick your hand in like a thing full of tarantulas?
Nope.
Nope,
Not
wouldn't do
Oh,
it.
couldn't do it.
I
People
thought-
say that they don't hurt you, but I think it's the look of them that scares me.
Yes. I thought that's what Pandora's box was,
Yeah, I would have freaked out, dude.
filled with insects.
You weren't afraid?
I was.
You did it. Were they like having to tell you to put it in or not?
It probably took me 5 minutes to stick my hand in there.
Really? Were you saying no?
I was like, I
Were you
couldn't.
saying, did you ask if there was stuff in it?
Yeah, they wouldn't tell me.
I would have been like, then I ain't putting my hand in there. Did they say you'd be fine now?
They made me, they definitely convinced me. I remember I was investigating that box. I was like smelling or anything just to.
Yeah, mine was definitely not like that. I just walked in and he was sitting right there. At least now you guys freaking finally believe me. can't believe he doesn't believe me.
Well, because you didn't tell us the truth.
Yeah, but then when I did, he still didn't. Like, why would I lie about that, though? That's just not even me. That has nothing to do with the game.
That's what was my question, is why would you lie about it?
It had nothing to do with the game.
This house is like ghost town.
Didn't you think earlier today when Julie said our bags and stuff, like when she was talking about them, didn't you think that when she said we were all staying to the finale, that we were all going somewhere, like on a trip or something?
She made it seem like your bags are packed and
Yeah.
She said that?
something like that.
Yeah, you
What
didn't
did she
think
say?
that?
I don't remember exactly, but
She
I
said
did
something
too.
about our bags?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember?
No.
I was like, but Julie, I packed my bags. That's what I said.
She said, I have an announcement. For the first time ever, all 3 of you will be making the finale night.
Yeah, and then they said...
And I still wasn't sure what she meant by that. I didn't get from that she meant we were not.
And then we said, but we packed our bags. Why?
And she said
She's like, wow, but this is a good thing. It's okay that you packed your bags and you're still staying.
Something like that.
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
Yeah, true.
I would have just preferred to know already.
That's what I was thinking, is just I wanted to get it over with. But at the same time, though, it's kind of nice to make it all the way to finale night.
Yeah, for sure.
We will never go to jury.
I wonder what it looked like, or I wonder where they're at. We'll have to ask all those questions
Yeah.
in finale night.
They're wondering what is it like to make it to the end of the game.
Yeah.
They're probably wondering what we're doing.
Right.
Have they got any more competitions?
They're gonna get this last one tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They're gonna see Memory Wall. No, they're
No,
not.
they don't see. They're just gonna see the endurance and phase 1 and phase 2.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, they couldn't see everything. Because if they did, it would help change their decision with all of us sitting there talking.
Right.
Yeah, no,
About-
they're not. Just phase 1 and phase 2.
Lynn's dead.
Yeah, when I walked in the house right now, I was like, whoa, empty.
Monday night, I'm not going to be able to sleep. Are y'all?
Monday?
Yeah, because it's Tuesday.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to be so excited because we get out of here. We're released.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm
And we
excited
actually
for
get
that.
to walk out of here on finale night.
Mm-hmm.
And too, isn't that when it's the most people out there? That's what I'm excited about.
I need to
Well,
ask for
whoever
some
doesn't
heels
win, though,
again.
they get brushed aside.
Right.
Oh, that is true.
It's like, I remember when Dan won, Memphis was like, "Bloop."
I need to get some black
So
keys.
the thing is, we will never get interviewed by Julie on our exit.
I'm sure if you're the last, if
you're the third one,
you
like,
will.
I think
you'll probably go out,
Oh.
interview Julie. It goes on a commercial, then they come back,
That's true.
and because they're not going to be like,
And then they have to go through the rounds of the questions.
right. That's what I'm saying. So they'll do one last interview with the
Right.
I bet first they're going to talk to the jury members. Don't you think? Like opening up with it? Well, I mean, talk to us and then go to the jury house and talk to all them about everything.
So it's a 2-hour finale. What could be shown so much in 2 hours?
everything. They could talk to
Well,
them
phase
about
3, then eviction.
The
then
first hour of
questions.
questions, then winner, and then 1 hour's worth of.
Oh, so they'll
Cute.
show me and you today
Yeah.
to them?
Tomorrow. You're going to find out about that tomorrow.
Oh.
The jury house will know that Tuesday they'll know that all three of us are going to the end, and they'll know that you and Kevin are going head to head. They'll know that tomorrow night. That's what Rich said.
Oh.
What else will they see though?
That's probably it.
Oh, the endurance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Phase 1 and phase 2.
Yeah.
Everybody's probably like, oh, when they say me and you going head to head. They're probably all rooting for you. Because they all don't, I don't think they, I know like Jesse and Russell and them.
Jesse doesn't like Kevin either.
No, but he got rid of Jeff. So they're probably like,
Michelle's gonna do whatever Jeff does.
Mm-hmm.
I always knew that if me and Jeff made it to the final two, that he would always win over me. Didn't you ever think about that with Jesse?
I never thought of actually being in the final 2 with Jesse.
I was always just
I always
like,
wanted to go to the end with him, you know, the further I could get through my one. But I never really sat and thought, me and Jesse were in the end. I never thought that.
I didn't like thinking about final 2.
Yeah.
I didn't, and then sometimes, like, I'd be like, I wonder what it would be like if I was in the final 2. I wonder if it would, what it feels like, and blah, blah, blah. But I was like, I didn't even think I'd make it in 4. Let alone 3. Whose towel's that?
Mine. Whose is this one? Yours?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hot, huh?
Yeah.
That garden is pitiful looking. They did something to it.
That looks bad.
That looks horrible.
No, that's just what no maintaining of days makes it look like. Dude, I'm super excited. 5 more days, and then I get to see. They're gonna be sitting out there. So your boyfriend's gonna be there
Yeah.
for sure, right, Kevin?
I want to meet him in person.
He may not.
Yeah, he will. Your family will be here.
I don't know if I don't.
You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2. To chat live with fans of the show about what's going on in the Big Brother house right now, log on to sho.com. We'll be right back. You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2.
It was just him being upset with the whole situation.
Did they film him?
Uh-huh.
Or was he being a good sport?
Oh, yeah. I told him before, I was like, don't be awkward in front of the camera, because he can get awkward, like, not know how to act. And I was like, just be like normal. He was, so he was good to go.
My family was too. I told them the same thing. I was like, don't act weird.
Yeah.
My brother had just gotten off of work. He was in his landscaping shirt, khakis, and these big old, like, Timbs, like, boots.
Right.
And these big old dirty socks, and he had dirt all over him. And, like, they were kind of looking at him like, ooh, you know?
So remember that day to all the way to now. We can't believe it. That's a weird voting situation where they can choose to vote for all 3 or not.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
You think there's another twist?
No, it's just weird.
It's just weird.
Like normally, it's like American Idol saying, vote before the final two
Hold on,
actually
isn't
occurs.
it 4 scenarios? How is it only 3 scenarios? It should be 4. Okay, you and Jordan is 1.
Yeah,
You and me is 2.
that's it.
Me and Jordan is 3.
That's it.
Honey, vote for me.
I know, don't you wonder if your friends vote for you?
Obviously not for me. That's why I was not gonna coup d'etat.
I want to know the results for those.
I guarantee I was at the bottom. I have no doubt in my mind.
You have a tag hanging out.
You got such a cute body,
Thank you.
and you don't work out ever.
I used to work out though.
Like
I used
crazy?
Yeah, I used to work out 6 days a week, like intense workouts. That's why I was saying that vlogging was painful. It was hard, but it was not even close to the worst endurance and pain I've dealt with in my life.
Because you're like toned.
Yeah, from when I used to work out. I just don't like my thighs.
There's nothing wrong with your thighs.
I wonder when I get pregnant how I'm gonna look.
Not fat.
My boyfriend said that I'm gonna go straight out. Like, instead of like all round, you know, I'm just gonna go.
Dude, for the next 5 days, we're gonna be sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Washing towels.
Well, they don't have anything to show anymore though. Sunday's the best of.
Right,
And then Tuesday's finale, so it doesn't matter. There's nothing else to show.
right.
So it's not like they need to give us luxury to do something because they're not showing it.
That would be nice. Yeah, whisk us away.
On Tuesday, they might show like last minute. Like, whether it's last minute or not, they still might show it, you know, like right before in the beginning.
Because they gotta get updated a little.
First 5 minutes or so, or
Yeah.
10 minutes, you know.
All right, so whenever y'all first get back home, what are you going to do?
Check my cell phone, catch up on all that, and
I'm gonna catch up with my boyfriend, find out anything that happened with him.
well, I'm planning on doing that the second I walk out the door.
You're going to want to be with him probably like 24/7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because you've like missed him so. Like I know I'm going to, like, I know my family sometimes can get on my nerves and I'm like, oh, I just want to get away. And now I know I'm going to like want to be around him like for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna watch the episodes until like maybe a week later or something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that when I first. I don't have time. I'm not gonna.
You know, I
Yeah.
just want to just
Get away.
get out of Big Brother mode for a little bit. Because I know when I first see him, he's gonna, the high still Big Brother is gonna be there. So I just want to get back to normal status, you know? Go shopping for groceries, bullshit like that. And then,
I bet people are going to be like, Kevin! I bet they'd say something. I would notice you because you're funny.
I would notice you because
Jeff.
you're Jeff's girl.
Oh my God!
I'm serious.
I don't want to be labeled as Jeff's girl.
You're going to be. I would notice you too. because-
Jesse and Natalie are forever burned together in America's mind. It's probably, yeah, I mean, that's probably why she didn't win coup d'etat, you know, stuff like that.
Guaranteed. He told me, you know, you're not gonna get that American thing. I'm like, I know.
They won't know me, they'll just know, you're the gay guy from Big Brother.
I remembered
So that's not a bad
Ross on Celebrity Fit Club because I loved him. I thought he was so nice and so funny. And like,
But it's like Cowboy, you don't know his name. You just know you're the cowboy from season 5.
thing. Yeah, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
did he ever say his real name?
I'm sure he did. Oh, I know.
Or did he say call me cowboy?
His name is Michael.
Yeah. Lydia's gonna be known as the tattooed chick. Something like that.
Michelle's gonna be known as the devil.
No, she's wrong.
You don't think so? After the speech and then wearing the devil horn?
No.
She's gonna be known as a night terror then.
She's gonna be like, you're that one doctor, because you know they pinned her as doctor
Yeah.
everywhere. You're that one doctor who had those night terrors.
Ronnie, I'd say just
The gamer, the manipulator,
Dude, if
there's
the
another-
mastermind.
There's another best All-Stars, he'll probably be on it.
oh yeah, or he probably could appear. You know, like how they did Brian.
Yeah.
If they wanted another house guest to play, he would so do it.
Oh yeah.
Who are we missing?
Chima will forever be known as the girl who lost her mind. Forever.
I always would say Chima was a diva. She reminds me of a girl off of Real Housewives.
Oh,
That
yeah.
because she's real pretty. Like remember when she would lay out here? She looked so like perfect.
Yeah.
She had her big hat on and her nice bathing suit and just laid out and she looked so prissy.
Yep.
She just reminds me of like a diva.
What sucks though is I don't know if it's gonna be true or not. I don't know if America will see how funny she was.
I know.
She
The
might
girl
be,
was hilarious.
she might be portrayed as just an angry black woman, you know?
Ooh, that feels good. Cool water.
She was nice, but you just didn't get on her bad side. If you're on her bad side, I think she could be mean.
Right.
Shima's a strong girl. She is a strong woman.
She was really pretty, though. I remember when I first saw her. I
God,
was like,
33, never would I have known.
no.
She always said black don't crack.
Yeah, she was very, very pretty.
Even though Braden and Laura are burned in our minds, America will never even recognize them. Nothing. Yeah.
Laura,
Casey
we didn't
will
even
be remembered.
we didn't even talk about Laura.
Oop. No memories about Laura.
None.
And Casey will always be known as Banana Suit.
I think, too, they still remember him, too, because they even did the OTEV on it, you know?
But that was because he was banana inside OTEV.
Right. He would have never have had all those questions if he didn't get the banana suit. It would have been whoever got the banana suit.
Yeah.
I don't really remember it as just Jeff. I don't even remember it as Jordan Gucci, you know?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe the Gucci might come out, but for sure it's gonna be Jeff's girl.
Yep.
For sure. Which is good for you because people are gonna like you because of that, you know? You're gonna go back and you're gonna be like, oh, you're the one from Big Brother. You were Jeff's girl.
No, I don't think anybody would notice
Yeah.
anything, especially where I live. Not at all.
You don't think so?
Uh-uh.
Are you
None
from
of
a-
my girlfriends knew what Big Brother was. None of them.
Yeah, but you work in a salon, so people come in will probably notice you.
Yeah.
I kind of don't know. I don't know. I think I'll be like embarrassed, kind of like, oh, hi. You know, but I don't think people would.
I don't think they will either.
For reality. You know?
At least we're not like Jesse, where he's forever burned as like a douchebag.
Always.
Yep.
Dude, when you were like, he was a douchebag of season 10, the prick, and he's like, and then they laughed. The prick of season 11. Yeah.
I remember one time that he said something, but I felt like there was somebody working behind.
I still like him though.
Well, I mean, he didn't do anything bad to you, so
Right.
I mean, you can't really say anything bad. it was a guy behind, you know, I guess one of the camera guys behind, and he said something.
You are not allowed to talk about
Something
production.
really rude. You were in there too, and the guy.
Jesse did?
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, that's why you work." But
Yeah.
you're filming me or something. And I remember thinking,
He was a douchebag.
You ate it.
You probably eat
instead of-
fast food and you're
Yes.
sweating. That's why you
Yes.
cough, because you're out of shape.
yes.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, oh my God, that was so mean.
You're right,
know.
that is. I didn't even think it. I just laughed at the time like that was funny, but I didn't even think about how.
He would
Because I
do
remember
that
I didn't
all the
laugh at
time.
all, and I was just kind of like, well, why are you saying that? You know, like you're.
Because he was a douchebag. He really thought he was superior than people.
That's how Russell was.
I know. Well, they.
Russell, I think, would be like the Jesse on this season.
Yeah. I think he's gonna get like a douchebag at it too.
Yeah, don't you think?
I'm sure he thought he was so smart and so sinister, and that's why those messages about stop with those voting to evict messages, because I think
That's
it was
Natalie.
no, it was Russell who's doing it too.
I did too. Braden, I said I gladly vote to evict Braden, and Casey, I said I vote to evict the bitter banana Casey, and that's it. I did it then.
I think it's full.
Not yet. I'm watching it.
But yeah, I think Russell will have the edit as Jesse, like Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure after this, you know, it would. I think I would like Jesse outside of here. Like if we were all somewhere,
I don't think Kevin does.
I think I would like that day we had that party in there, all of us in there right before Jesse got evicted. I guess it was the night before Jesse got evicted. And he was talking and saying how he liked to dance, and he was kind of like, you know, it was kind of like he was loosening up a little bit,
Yeah.
but he wasn't. I was like, oh, okay, you know, he might actually be a nice guy outside of here.
Can you feel that at all or no?
No.
Huh?
I think it's full. I
It's
think
right at the line right now.
it needs to be able to go inside. You put it. You're putting it over the full line.
Yeah, just a little.
Then it's gonna not. The shit's not gonna flow in there. You have to let the shit flow in there.
Kevin and I argue like we're a married couple.
Look now. You see that leaf that's just
See
sitting
what I'm
there?
saying?
That leaf is
'Cause-
not going inside. Do you see how that leaf is not going
Because
inside?
you see now, like, I want to, like... Seriously, we're like a married couple, dude.
You have to
See?
allow the stuff to flow
He
in
doesn't
there.
stop. He's supposed to be like, okay, whatever you want, honey. That's what you're doing.
No. Now, you see how the leaves are coming out now? Because you overfilled it.
What?
Stop.
All right, Kevin. Jeez.
Now it's overfilled. Too late. Well, that gave insight totally as far as what was shown. The whole memory walk showed us what was.
So who do you think's gonna come for you, Kevin? Your boyfriend and who else? Whoever signed the waiver.
I don't know. I have no idea.
You didn't get any list up updates on friends? Well, you know that girl signed it. She was in the picture.
Oh yeah. Well, the people who were in my intro thingy.
Your brother might.
He may not. I
You
don't
never
know.
talked to him though, huh? So you just called him randomly to tell him about his brother?
Was
I'm-
he excited for you?
No.
He wasn't?
What'd he say?
He said, "Don't embarrass the family."
Wow.
Oh.
That's like my,
Well, he signed a waiver.
Yeah.
why aren't you and your brother close? Is it because you're gay? Is that why?
Part of it, yeah.
My dad's brother's gay.
Really? Are they close?
I never said that because he never signed a waiver. I don't know if I can, but they're not going to show anything else, right? And my dad and him aren't close.
Yeah.
But he's not, like, you're funny and you're outgoing, and he's very serious, like, very, he doesn't joke around too much. When he does, it's only, like, when he wants to, and then that's it. But I hadn't seen him since I was, like, a sophomore in high school, maybe. So I haven't seen him in a long time. And he tells, like, when my mom and dad were going through their divorce.
Jordan, stop that.
Because you're talking about somebody who hasn't signed a waiver.
Oh, okay, never mind. I can't say everything. I'll explain it later, one day.
It does suck though that how just because you're gay, you're ostracized from your family. A majority of gays are like that. There's rarely a gay that I've met who's like, oh yeah, my family's totally accepting. Nah. Either they're not out of the closet, or their family completely rejected them.
Or their family knows, but just doesn't
Doesn't talk
say
about it. They
anything.
pretend as if it's like,
Exactly.
So, kind of like your boyfriends?
yeah, just like my boyfriends. So we have to lead this fake life.
I
And
wouldn't
A
lead it.
lie that's
They
so
know it
obvious.
already, so why lead it?
If my son was gay, I would be accepting to him, you know. I would just be like, listen, I mean, there's nothing you can say if they say. I would want, like, my mom when I was younger was always so open that to me that I could always talk to her about anything. Like, I could talk to her about, ask her questions about sex, or if I did something bad, I could tell her, and she would listen to me. I mean, sometimes she would yell, but I'd be like, listen, I'm not going to tell you anymore if you keep yelling at me. But, like, if I was, like, it just helped me open up to her. And then if I had a son and he was gay, I wouldn't want him to think that he couldn't talk to me about it, because I would hate that, or hate, you know?
Yeah. I think what happens though is children pick up on cues. So my parents never said, if you're gay, we would never accept you. But they would say things like, look at those two guys, that's disgusting. So they never directly said we would never accept you if you were gay or anything like that. But little stuff like that, you have to be careful. So I know, like, if I have a child and let's say my child is chubby, I would never say, look at that fat person. Because then once they become chubby, they know.
You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2. To chat live with fans of the show about what's going on in the Big Brother house right now, log on to sho.com. We'll be right back. You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2.
As if they have money, so they're going into debt, they're buying cars, they're getting clothes that they can't afford.
Right.
So that they can make people think that, look, I'm not like you, I'm like the rich, and they don't have the money to do it.
Right.
You know?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a girl. I like to shop and I like nice things. You know, like I love Coach, but you know, I mean, I do. I normally don't spend
I love
any
Coach.
of my money.
By the way, sweetie, I need a new Coach purse. Because he got me my first one, and I need a new one. Mine's busted looking.
But now it's just like you take things for granted, because like when my parents were together, it was a lot easier. And then I would spend my paychecks on probably going to buy like a $300 purse.
Yeah.
But now since they're not together, it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
And then you can't do the things you used to do, and you have to cut that out. And then that's why at first I was like struggling with it, because I was like, oh my God, I can't shop or do anything. And then, but then again, like I'm glad it's happened, because it makes you a better person, and it makes you, because I told my brother it helped him, because I thought at one point I was like, you're just stuck up.
Oh.
And then it's for sure brought him down to reality.
Right.
After, because before he would work 2 days a week, maybe. And then, like, He
No,
just didn't
he's-
really have to work. And then now he has to work every single day. And it's just kind of like reality.
The thing that gets me is when I see like, you know, because I grew up in a pretty poor area, but it was so annoying to see poor ass people with brand new ass cars
I know.
with like rims that are like super expensive, and then when you see their house, they're like in a shack. You know, they're like their clothes is busted, but their car is like, so everybody thinks they have money. I'm like, we need to stop with that.
Exactly.
Same thing like with rings, wedding rings. People, if you have a really nice ring, think you got money, but in reality you don't. People just splurged on that, or you know, went into debt for it, or.
Well, I do want a pretty engagement.
Every woman wants a pretty engagement ring, like
I don't understand rings. They're rocks. I don't get
Oh
it.
my
They're
God,
jewelry
Kevin,
and they're
they're
bling, they're flashy.
pretty.
That's the first
Why
thing.
can't it be cubic zirconium then?
No, that's
They're
the
flashy,
first thing you notice on a woman. I'm sorry, but me, the first thing I notice on a woman is their ring.
But you don't know if it's real or fake.
You could tell.
No, you can't. There's this stone or something that's like exactly like a diamond.
Dude, if you buy your wife a fake ring, that's like starting the marriage off fake. I'm
bad.
sorry, but that's bad. You do not do that as a male.
That's starting off.
That's starting
Divorce.
off in a lie. Exactly.
You don't do that.
You're starting off in a lie already.
I want a pretty one.
Me
I
too.
want
What
a
do you like?
square one.
Square.
I love square cut. I need, like yours I like, and these I got as a gift, and I lost the other mate, and I want another pair.
Princess cut.
Yeah, my sister likes princess cut. I remember for Christmas, she's been dating her boyfriend forever, and she was like, look at my diamond earrings. Like, she was talking like they were like some huge, like, bomb-ass earrings, and I look at them, I'm like, that's it? That's what size they are? She got so mad. It's the thought that counts, Jordan. I was like, I know, but
You made it
that's
seem like
I was
something
like, y'all
else.
been dating for 2 years, and that's all you got was like that big. I was like, mine are bigger than yours, and I've only been dating this person for a year. And then she got real mad.
This is why I'm gay. I don't have to deal with this.
I'm not a big jewelry fan, by the way. Like bracelets, necklaces.
Yeah.
I am not a jewelry fan, and my boyfriend could account for that. I am not. But when it comes to a ring, a wedding ring, I'm sorry, but you'll never take that off. Like you will have that for the rest of your life.
Right.
You have to splurge on something like that because it's forever, you know. So it's one time money. It's just one time you have to bite the bullet, and that's it. You're done for life, you know. Like I'm not a big like flower person. Like getting flowers all the time but every once in a while it's a nice
Yeah.
gesture. It's sweet. It's a good thought, you know.
Do
I
you
think
get him
it's-
flowers?
No.
Do you buy
But
him
you
a
don't
big
get
ring?
guys
You don't get
flowers.
guys-
Well, then, double standard.
And actually for Valentine's Day, I did one day. One day for Valentine's Day, I went to his house at 3 in the morning while he was sleeping, obviously, because I had to be to work at 5.
You gotta be at work at 5 in the morning.
I had to be to work at 5. So I went to his house at 3 in the morning. I decorated his whole lawn with rose petals. His doorway leading to his car to the driveway with a trail of rose petals. All in the hood of his car, rose petals. And then as you trail, I left like a trail of gifts all the way leading to the hood of his car of gifts. Like nothing too super, but just simple things like a picture frame with us in it. Like a present wrapped with like a shirt or something like that. A card. And 2 tickets to go see Ron White. He liked Ron White,
Who the hell is that?
a
Yeah, who
comedian
is that?
like Dan Cook.
Oh.
2 tickets to go, and that were expensive, by the way.
You left this all outside?
Yeah, in a trail. He lived in a nice house, a nice neighborhood. And plus, I knew he wakes up so early, so when I was leaving, I knew he was probably about getting up. Plus, I then had a delivery sent to him, which was a box of chocolates, and
Dang.
I had a date planned for us to go get a couple's massage.
Oh.
So I did like rose petals and stuff like that. But
What did
you
he
know,
say?
he was thankful. He was happy. He was excited. He said thank you. You know,
Oh.
like so I do sweet. You know, females do sweet things like that. I don't go and buy him like a thing of flowers. Like that's do
Do you buy him tickets to a game? I don't know what
he
straight
doesn't
guys
like
like.
games, but I do. Yeah, I know. Like we do things like he likes too. I went hunting with him and my dad.
Mm.
He likes hunting. And I will go do things. I'll do things with him. I'm not the type who's like, no, I'll only do what I want to do. Like, you know, I'll go camping with him. He likes to ride his motorcycle. I'll go on the bike with him, even though I hate being on that thing. I hate it. But like, I really want to take the bike, and I'll get on the bike with him, even though I hate it, you know? And I'm putting my life at risk. But I'm not like one of those selfish girls who's like, no, we only do what I want to do, and that's it. No way. It's very, in my opinion, a relationship has to be very two-sided, you know? Or you're setting yourself up for failure. I don't buy him jewelry because that's not his thing, you know?
I remember one of the romantic things, it was more the gesture. Like, he had gotten me flowers, right? And he's like, so did you get anything? He like got them delivered, and I'm like, no. And then he would call me like an hour later, did you get anything? And I'm like, no, I didn't get anything. And so then he called me one more time. He's like, so anything yet? And I'm like, no. It was like the end of the day or something. I was like, no, I didn't get anything. I didn't know what it was at the time. So then like 2 hours later, he came to my house and had bought like a whole thing. And he's like, well, here, I just brought you another one because I didn't get it. And by the time he came, I gotten the thing. So I had 2 like huge displays. And I thought it was so cute of him that he just was so like, I really want to get it, and I really need you to have this sort of thing. I thought, oh my God, he's so cute.
Aww, that is sweet.
I'm not good at cards. You know, like when you're writing all your feelings, like for Valentine's Day or something.
Yeah.
Like normally, I'm not like a mushy person. I feel corny sometimes, like writing stuff. Like you would want to be really sweet, but you don't want to be corny. You know?
Yeah.
Someone I dated, I gave him a big balloon, like this big, and it had like another heart in it, and like another heart, and it had all these other things in it. It was so funny, because he was like, thanks. And then, you know, you get him a couple shirts. I never go all out on Valentine's Day. You know what? Normally I break up with a guy, or I don't mean to, but something happens, and we always break up before Valentine's Day.
That's
always.
horrible.
No, that's
I've only
good.
had like
It's better
2
than
Valentines.
after. Just so you have a date on Valentine's.
My boyfriend's not big into Valentine's Day either.
They
But
say-
I like am making him big into it. Like I did that on Valentine's Day, that whole rose petal thing.
He needs to be into it.
I did it on Valentine's Day. That's when we should get married, Valentine's Day.
Oh my God, and you and everybody else.
No, I know, I'm just playing.
One of the cool things I did for Ramadan was I bought 100, you know those Valentine's silver red balloons that are like
Oh, yeah.
made out of silver or something?
Yeah.
I bought 100 of them, and I filled the whole room with them. So the room is completely like, you can't see anything, and they have the strings on it. And then I tied little notes on them, and then
On all 100?
on 100, but all the notes are the same, but similar, like I love you, maybe like 10 different notes. And then one of the notes had a clue to his real gift. So I told him, you have to go through all 100 notes and find your real gift. And he found it actually pretty quick, but so then he went, and then there was a clue to his real gift. And
What was the real gift?
It was something like a card. It was something with more thought. It wasn't like monetary value.
Aww.
Or I did one gift one time. No, he did it to me of, we do gag gifts too. Like, because during Christmas, like, you know, I'll shake boxes or whatever. So one time he got me a huge box. But he had, and it was a box within a box within a box within a box. But
yeah.
he filled it with rocks and shit, so I thought it was all heavy. And by the time I got down to it, it was like either this ring or a watch or something that was like really tiny. And I was like, oh.
Oh,
We like to mess around with each other like that.
that's cute.
Or I told you before I left, I bought 10 cards and
Yeah.
hid them throughout the house. Oh my God, so he actually saw all 10 of them.
Wait, before you left?
Yeah.
Oh.
And every week, he would have to look for the other card. And then there would be like a little message. So I would say, okay, well, it's week 8. So by this time, I would have made it here this far, and I hope you're wishing me luck. That means I have a shot or something like that. And
Wow. Was it in obvious spots? Or, like, did you hide them in hard spot? Like, were you really...
like behind pictures and
Oh, okay.
Underwear drawer.
underneath our bed, behind the couch, stuff like that. I taped it underneath our underneath our dining room chair. And it would be clues like, you sit on me while you eat. So he would know to look underneath everything.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Knowing him, though, he probably got all 10 right away. But on each envelope I put, you must, the first one I was like, you must promise not to look for the next one until this date. And then before I came here, he slipped a card because he saw me that I was doing this. So he must have went out, bought a card, and he slipped a card in my duffel bag. So when I got into the hotel, there was this card that said, do not open me until such and such date, and you must promise. But the date was, he didn't realize it would be like a day or two after I moved in. So I gave it to Sean. I was like, Sean, can you like keep this and give it to me when I come out? Or
Oh, so you don't even know what
No.
I would have opened it because
Oh
I
my
would have opened it
God.
right before you left because you knew you had to, you know.
no, I wanted to keep my promise.
Oh my God.
I hope they have it still. Hope they didn't lose it.
Oh, if our families wrote other HOH letters, do we get them?
That's true.
I'd want to read them.
So did I. The different versions?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know mine didn't because mine was the last one, and I got the first one.
I'm sure every week they have to write a new one. No? I'm dying to find out how they do that. Like you said, they have to go buy the gift items?
I didn't know that. Well, my boyfriend said him and my dad were packing my stuff. That's what he said.
Weird.
And then I never put, like, the fruit I got that's in the fridge is my brand. It's not just canned fruit.
Yeah.
Like generic Ralph's brand or, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got flaming hot Cheetos, and my dad knows and my boyfriend knows that, you know?
That makes sense that my boyfriend got that one, because he would think, oh, you would want the new one.
Yeah.
Like, now.
And then I'm sure they did the extra stuff that we asked, because those were generic stuff, like the corn. My dad would have never got corn in a bag. My dad gets corn in a can. And then the clam chowder soup was a brand that I don't even know, which, I mean, it's good, but I'm just saying you could tell that extra things were them.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookie dough? No, the Rocky Road is Haagen-Dazs? Yes. But I'm sure my dad couldn't have sent that. Because I did ask for that late.
All I wanted was my fried chicken and sushi.
And you didn't eat either.
Because I was thinking they were going to get me like a bucket of fried chicken.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice, it just came and they just
Right.
put it on the table.
That shit had mold on it. They gave me moldy chicken.
They gave her expired brownies.
Yeah. So that was our last competition. No
We're
more.
gonna be bored out of our minds. Tomorrow's Thursday, no Friday, so 4 days
Yep.
of nothing. Really 3 days of nothing, because Tuesday's the actual.
There's no have-not competition on Friday? No veto on Saturday?
I was so scared. We studied all that for nothing last night.
No.
And like I was telling Julie, I know dates of have not competitions. I know everything that's happened in this house.
When did
every
you make
day.
your calendar?
I made my calendar the week Jesse went home.
Y'all do it together?
No, Jess was gone.
Now, how'd you do it without writing?
I just did color code. I color coded it. So pink was HOH, brown was eviction, blue was veto, light blue was veto ceremony, yellow was have not.
You memorized all that?
Purple was luxury competitions. I know everything. Every veto ceremony days, I know. I know everything. Everything, huh, Kevin?
And Julie was like, well, yeah.
You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2. To chat live with fans of the show about what's going on in the Big Brother house right now, log on to sho.com. We'll be right back. You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2.
I didn't know
like
that.
mint
I didn't know
competition?
mint either. I didn't know what that was.
I thought they would have coins.
Well, when Michele won her HOH, what caused me to hesitate a little bit was because Julie referred it to as, like, competitors popped or something, and it was because it was pop goes the veto, and I just thought of it as pimple competition.
I'm glad though today was. I was so scared it was gonna be something really hard.
And I wanted it to be.
I didn't want it to be hard.
I did, because I knew everything, so I knew, you know.
I didn't have all them dates memorized. Now I could figure it out, but it would take me longer.
Yeah, I know every have not competition, the date that it happened, and everything.
Dude, so you know your family was screaming at the television once it was all out of order?
What was that ball? Kevin, I almost didn't get yours in time. And then I grabbed Natalie's ball, and I rolled Natalie's ball, and it didn't go. So then I grabbed Kevin's ball and roll it. It went down. Then I rolled Natalie's went in, and I had to keep doing Kevin's. She was like 30 seconds. I'm like, come on! And it wouldn't go. And then finally I got it in 18.
When one of my balls went in the wrong hole, I took another ball and hit it, tried to smash it out, and it wouldn't go out.
Oh, that would have been good. Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
It wouldn't budge. Once it's in that hole, it was in that hole.
That's what I do with a can competition. Yeah, when I was doing the practice round, it was harder than I thought. I was like, oh, snap.
I knew I had lost. Because when I was at first I was like, oh, sweet. I did good. I just got that ball in the wrong hole, you know, no biggie. I'm sure Jordan will get it, in, you know. But then I realized in the green room, I'm like, wait, shit. Since I got one ball in the wrong hole, I just kept continuing. Every single person was one early. I didn't even have my name. It went Kevin as 10, Jeff, Jordan, Michele. Everybody was off one.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so where I messed up, the rest were all wrong because I didn't account to skip that person and go to the next.
Gotcha.
So
I
got the first 5 right, and then I got the 6th wrong, and then from there on out, everything was wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Let's say we both got them in, all 10, and got them
Whoever
right.
had the most seconds left on the clock would have won.
Gotcha. Because I was like, I lost this. I walked in, I was like, God. And then, and I was like, because I got one, because I was like, Natalie, she for sure got all of them. And then, I don't know, I just started thinking, man, I wish I would have just won. And then I saw you walk out, because I'm like, ugh. And then I see you walk out, and you're kind of like, ugh. And I was like, wait, maybe I do have a shot, you know? It's weird to think about next Thursday. We're going to be at home.
Tuesday.
No, next Thursday? Oh. Well, no, I'm just saying
We're not going to be, yeah.
this time.
I wonder if we fly home Tuesday night, too.
That would be a lot for us.
I wonder if my boyfriend got tickets to go to his cousin's wedding. That'd be exciting. After I leave here, I go to Boston.
I have a suspicion as soon as this is over, they boot us. Like, bye. Like,
You out?
Yep, gone.
Yeah, our plane tickets could be for like 10 o'clock that night.
Yeah, they're not going to put us up in a hotel.
I think the winner they might because they do
Because the next
interviews
day,
the next day.
yeah, it's early
Maybe
show.
even runner up too.
No,
they do
runner-up,
interviews.
no one knows about. They brush that person aside.
Yep. I'm getting diarrhea again.
Girl.
Something in that.
So that whole side of the backyard was empty for no reason.
Oh, it was empty when you walked out?
Yeah.
Why'd they push it so far over there?
Closer to take out or something. I don't know.
Balls of color, though.
No, there was a strip with a name and a color. So like Chima was purple.
But there was a ton of them.
Yeah, there's 5 of each.
Wow.
5 balls of
50 balls then.
There's a lot of there was 9 racks, and I knew everybody should have been used ones because I was like, oh, there's 9 racks because there was 9 HOHs because Jesse was HOH. So I knew every person should have been a ball, and I didn't even use my own damn ball. Dude, I was so nervous too though, and I got
Were you?
freaking yeah.
I had to get in the zone when I did the veto. I was like, focus, focus. Damn, I mean, I like how we did the memory today, but it means like, damn, we don't do anything tomorrow or
Because yeah, it's right after
Saturday.
the dinner, it's immediate, you know, yeah.
But why do we have to do it today? Why couldn't we do it Saturday
They have to show it Sunday show.
or Friday?
They needed to get it all together and
Just to give us something to do. I guess because they want to capitalize on the high that we made it to the end, final 3. So I guess we must have looked miserable on that log.
So 73 days. How many months? 2.5. What is that?
Isn't it 72?
Well, we're at 68 right now, and there's 5 days. Or no, there's 4 more. Today's Tuesday. Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, 5 days. 73.
Oh.
So let's just say 30 days in a month.
Plus the 1 week.
2.5 plus the 1 week. Yeah, so we were gone 3 months. I hope I still have a job.
So do I. I'm very concerned about that.
So how's your boyfriend paying for the mortgage right now?
We had some money saved up. Just enough to get us by.
done. We never have to do it ever again.
Yeah.
It'll at least get us by the next 4 days, you know? We do need to do a load of towels. I might even start that tonight so we have some. But I don't think there's no towels in that thing.
No?
Inside that red thing, there's none.
No, let's save it for tomorrow so we have something to look forward to.
We can, folding. Folding the towels and putting them away. I think I'm going to go in the pool tomorrow. Yeah, I'm actually going to get in.
Just hang out outside.
I don't know about, I say that now, but once I get out here, it'll be so hot that I'll go back in. We need to play chess and we need to play a lot of pool.
Yeah.
A lot of chess and a lot of pool.
Yep.
Tomorrow, I was saying that tomorrow, the three of us, we need to just band together and we need to do a cleaning day. Because I know we're leaving, but it's so messy that it's disgusting. We can't even get by. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We need to wash all the dishes, clean the kitchen. Like, there's food piling out to, like, all the end of the bar stool.
Yeah.
We need to...
Jordan, please put on your microphone.
We need to sweep and we need to mop. And then we need to do wash towels and then we're done. We don't ever have to do a cleaning again while we're here, you know?
There are a ton of towels.
Yeah, that are dirty.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. We need to do an actual cleaning day.
Is there anything in the washer right now?
No, that's what I was thinking about starting to load right now myself.
Remember when there was not enough towels?
Yes. I remember when I hated every single time I would go to the washer and I'd think that there would be nothing in it and I'd walk over there. Then there would be like a load in there or somebody'd be like, oh, well, I'm waiting to put my stuff in it. And I'd be like,
There's a line for the washer.
I would wait to just wait till all my stuff like your bag did was the other day and just until I found an empty.
Or I remember lining up for the bathroom a lot.
The shower I did.
I hated Thursdays when everybody was trying to get ready. You took forever
Yeah.
in the shower. I don't know how you take such a long shower.
It's only on the days that I shave.
Oh,
If I don't shave, I'm quick. Today I was quick. I was in the shower 10 minutes today. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rich even said 10 minutes and you guys are going upstairs.
He gave us like 20.
Yeah. But I'm quick on the, if I shave, it's going to take a long time.
Aren't you surprised we didn't reminisce on the have-not room?
yeah.
That was such a huge part of our experience.
It's like the
It's
worst.
true.
I know.
And the weird part is that the light was on in the have-not room.
Maybe because everybody that was in it.
What's connected to
Was
the
like-
red room?
Oh,
Braden.
good point.
No, Michele had the most days in the have-not room. She just left.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe if Michele was here, they would talk about it.
You and I had 2 weeks.
Was I on top
No,
twice?
Jordan was only once.
I was
once?
only once.
Oh,
I was
snap.
only on it the second week. Somehow I always got out of it. I don't know how.
I was only on it when Jordan put me on it.
I pulled out of the hat. I couldn't put people on the slot who were already on it. I felt bad. Like I didn't put Chima, Ronnie, or Michele on it.
But that only left 4 people, and 3 of them had to go
I
on
just
it.
thought that was like a fair way of doing it.
I would have
didn't-
done the exact same thing.
But I agree with Jesse on that one thing. Only 4 people were eligible.
So what?
So it was just kind of, you know what I'm saying?
It is random. One person got out of it, Lydia. It was a random draw to see who gets out of it, is what it was.
I didn't want to like pick people because I would hate somebody to pick me to be on the slot. And so just like when Chima was
If I
mad
would've
at me
won-
and Laura, and
If I would have won, I wouldn't have pulled. And that's what I'm saying. You did a fair thing, and I wouldn't have done that. I would have just been like you, and you, and I had the people ready who I was gonna pick.
I would have done the same thing. Except I would have done, let's pick a name of who's not going to be on slot. Just
No,
one
I
name.
would have picked Michele, Jeff, and probably you.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because that's the time when we were on different sides.
True.
Yeah, when I put Chima on slot, remember when we did the beer competition?
Yeah.
I paid for that shit forever. And I'm like,
Well, yeah, she was on your fucking alliance, dude, and you're making your
no,
alliance weak.
Ronnie was not on my alliance.
Yeah, but she doesn't matter. Chima is, and you're making her weak by
Too
doing
bad.
it.
Ronnie's on that side. If Ronnie had made any
And
attempt,
Ronnie
can't-
was in your alliance. He was in our
he
alliance.
wasn't with me.
I try to put it in the brains because I remember I wanted Ronnie.
Yep, it
On
was all
swap.
about Ronnie.
I remember I
And
got a
by the
couple.
way, why did Chima keep saying, "I can't stand Ronnie. I can't stand Ronnie"?
Because she did, and there was points where but then she found out some shit that, Ronnie wasn't really Ronnie was being blamed for everything, and it wasn't true, and then...
Because when I told her afterwards, sorry, because Ronnie's on her team, she's like, no, I knew before this whole started. She's like, I would be on it because of Ronnie, because of my
Yeah.
stupid teammates. And I was like,
She
yep.
hated being on the Brains team. More than anybody and anything, Chima hated the Brains team.
Yeah.
I think they did pair us up pretty, like, offbeat you, Lydia offbeat. I think there was maybe one iffy in every group. Casey, me, the populars, the off one was probably...
Braden, I think.
No, because Braden's a popular, all the people he knows.
He likes to think he's popular.
Yeah.
I don't even know the
I
Brains.
thought Braden would have been offbeat. Because I thought he was...
He was. After once we got to know him, he was
an
kind of
odd
off.
guy.
He was kind of off.
But we only knew him for like, what, 13 days? 12 days?
12 days. From day one, and he loved that green chair. Remember? He loved that nomination chair that
Why?
day one. Remember, he was in that chair. We're like, that's not a good chair to sit in. He's like, I like this chair.
Who was sitting in the chair?
Braden.
And who else?
Laura, the first day we got here.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I remember Laura just always, she was talking so much. Because I remember thinking,
Wow, and they were first and second.
yeah. And I remember thinking, geez, I need to talk more. Like, all these people are talking so much, and I'm just, like, not saying a thing.
Neither was I. I was quiet.
Yeah, I didn't.
Day one, I was quiet.
Yeah.
I was trying to fill everyone out. I told Laura, I apologized to her. I did not like her. And I remember my first DR sessions, like, about her, like, they weren't, I was just like, this girl's annoying. She always looks at you.
That's how mine still were.
It was funny because day one, like the high, and I remember day 2 or 3 is when I came off the high, and I remember everybody was asking me, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? What's wrong? And I'm like, nothing is wrong. This is how I normally am, you know? And they were
Yeah,
like,
sometimes you do look sad or like you're
I
mad.
don't know. I was just, that's just how I am.
Because remember I used to ask you, I think
No.
you don't like me? I used to
Well,
tell
in
you
my
that.
application, that's why I put I'm a lowercase b bitch, because people think, I can be a little bitchy, so.
Did you like Laura, Kevin?
No.
Or did you hate the bitch that I did?
I didn't hate
Well,
her.
I didn't hate her either, but did you not like...
You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2. To chat live with fans of the show about what's going on in the Big Brother house right now, log on to sho.com. We'll be right back. You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2.
Like, her eyelashes were huge. The fake ones she would always wear. I remember thinking, whoa, those are huge.
Everybody was either from like California or Arizona where you're from, or from southern places, except for Jeff. Like Laura was from Atlanta, I was from Charlotte, Casey from Florida. But everybody else, like you're California,
Braden.
Lydia, California, Braden, California, Chima, California,
Wait, Ronnie's from like Wisconsin or something.
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
So he's right like above me.
Chima, California. Yeah.
Hold on, his hat, what was his hat?
He's
Ohio.
Yeah.
But Ohio's next to West Virginia.
Oh.
Jesse.
No, Ohio's next to it's Illinois,
Jesse's Iowa.
Ohio, and Indiana
Oh, so
are
he's-
like near.
But
each
they
other.
flew him out from Florida because that's where he was.
Right.
But he's Ohio.
So Jesse was like a country-ish. Yeah, that's true.
Everybody in Russell, he's
No,
from California.
Michele was a Long Islander or something like that.
Boston.
Boston.
But she just moved to California, so she lives here. She said she lives 20 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Chima lives 5.
She's right around the corner.
Maybe I'll stay for a couple days and crash at her place after.
If she has anything to do with the show, if she wants to have anything to do with the show. It'd be totally awesome if she was at finale.
That would be
Doubt
amazing
it,
if she was at finale.
Highly
Because
doubt
it
it.
would put a whole end to the series, you know?
They would never do that though.
I doubt it
Yeah.
since she threw it in.
Plus, they moved the show from live to taped because of Chima. So, they're not going to make the finale a taped show. They're going to make it live.
Yeah, because they probably wouldn't know what she would say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, she's not necessarily going to speak. Nobody speaks on finale.
Yeah, they do.
No, if she got to vote, she would speak.
No. They ask the people who got evicted questions.
Not all of them. No, not every person who's been evicted.
Every person talks.
No, they don't.
Yes, they don't just sit there and just say nothing. Julie asks each one of them a question.
No, she asked every jury member a question.
No. She asked the non-jury people questions.
No, not every single one of them. Not true.
Yes, it is.
Not true.
In fact, they get talked to because the jury gets their moment when they ask their question and stuff.
Yeah, the jury gets to, but not the people who were evicted before the jury. Some of them will get asked questions, but not every single one of them. So this one is 2 hours though, so.
Yeah, this one's 2 hours. They're probably
And the jury,
asking
and they
everyone
can't ask the people because they can't really say much because they could say something to clue into the jury
This
and
time,
change
but
their
normally
vote.
the jury locks in their vote prior
Before.
to. Yeah. So they're going to come with their votes not locked in.
Mm-hmm.
I know. That's why I think it's going to be so different.
But they're also not going to know who's in the end.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
So they're just going to have to make up their minds on
Right
the
then
spot.
and there.
I'm sure they'll get time. That's why it's 2 hours. I'm sure they'll ask us questions. We'll give our responses, and then it'll be a break. And it's for us it's like a commercial, but for America it's not a commercial because I'm sure they'll show them talking, like always, just in the jury house, but this time here. And then 30 minutes later, Julie will come back to us.
I'm sure that they'll have an idea, you know, because
Yeah,
I
of
think if I was in there and there were 3 people remaining,
know-
I would have a clue of who I wanted.
Yeah.
I would put scenarios together and kind of have a clue who I was going to pick.
Damn, but because it's live now, they're going to give you like 30 seconds per each question or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Me and you're going to be inside when we do it, or are we going to be outside?
No, it'll be inside, I'm sure. Sitting down with the dividers. I'll be inside too. I'll just be around locked in a room or something. Not locked,
Right.
but in the room, you know.
The only part that sucks is just 5 days of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
2 days would have been cool.
Maybe it's for us all to just kind of rest and think and just
Go crazy.
maybe. bored.
I'm
Get used to it.
I'm getting sleepy.
I kind of am too.
Guess I'll be playing a lot of solitaire tonight by myself.
You're not sleepy?
I kind of am. I pooped everything out. I'm getting kind of hungry. It's bad.
We just got restocked yesterday, too.
I know when you get this kind of stuff in the fridge. We could do it tomorrow as part of our cleaning day. Put the stuff in the fridge that needs to be put in there. From the restocking.
Oh, yeah. They did give us less food, I noticed.
Well, I would hope.
Still a lot, but...
Still too much.
Okay.
Our grill's back.
I know.
They probably just forgot to put it back in after a competition.
Why would they put that garden back?
Remember for the reminiscing?
That thing is dead.
Beyond dead. Sickly. That was nice to have, though, in Have-Nots. It was. Jeff whipped up some good stuff.
Yeah, he can cook. I remember one time Michele picked tomatoes, and I grabbed a couple, and she was like, well, I mean, I wasn't going to eat them. I was just going to put them aside. She snapped at me. I remember I was like, hang on, I'm not going to eat them. And I remember Ronnie, he goes, those are our tomatoes. And I was like, I know. I was like, I'm not going to eat them.
Damn, it's a tomato. Calm down.
I know. I was like, geez, people.
Ugh, Casey, eat my food. I thought Lydia prepared them for me. You thought Lydia prepared you tacos?
No, I
she
was
cooked
there.
it enough. You thought she also prepared it?
Who said that?
Because Lydia did say, oh, I fixed you some. So it was like easily misinterpreted.
Oh, what about when he goes in there and takes a pork chop off a plate? That's made with rice, like a whole plate for the next day. I just put the plate in the microwave and I eat.
Yeah.
I had 2 pork chops on there and a thing of rice. He went and took a pork chop off and left me 1 pork chop and ate my pork chop. And then I had a plate of spaghetti. And then he dropped the plate on the floor.
You just didn't like him.
I said all that in my message.
What?
I said, you ate my pork chop, you ate my tacos, you dropped my spaghetti, you tried to put me on slop, and you always say the athletes are strong and they gotta go. So, fortunately, you gotta go.
You know who upset me was Michele when we touched her blanket and she ran outside.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even remember. I would have reminded you about that when she was campaigning to keep you if I would have remember. I forgot about that.
She ran outside
To Russell.
to Russell, ran upstairs.
To you guys, and said we, like, snatched her blanket.
Right.
We didn't touch her shit.
That just made.
She said we didn't leave her any blankets. Oh,
And
my
she
God.
apologized to me like, oh, I'm sorry. I was just, you know how I am with my sleep. I'm like, no, I understand. But I was thinking,
Bitch.
you little skank. We were thinking of almost doing it for real.
Yeah.
You know how we were trying to get in Michelle's head? Mm-hmm. We were thinking one night, should we just snatch the blanket off of her because she said we'd do it, so we should
before
really
the
do
veto.
it? Yeah, we were thinking, let's just really do it because she said we did it.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope they show that. People could be like, this girl is crazy. We didn't. This is what we did.
I know.
Dude! Oh, sorry, we didn't know you were there. Kevin goes to Russell's bed. I go to your bed. We take those blankets. We go out of the room. She stomps out of there and says we took all her blankets. Homegirl, all your stuff is on your bed. We barely touched you. And if that woke you up, then you weren't sleeping in the first place.
And I wanted to knock Russell out. You know, Russell
Yeah.
came like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
are you doing? that's my blanket. You can't take it. I'm like, dude, you're a have-not. He's a have-not. No blankets.
When I was have not, you slept in my
I
bed.
know.
People slept in my bed. I didn't
I
tell
know.
people you can't sleep in my bed.
So then I gave him mad attitude, and he even told me, oh, that one day when I came up to your blanket, you gave me so much attitude, but I held it in. And I'm like, yeah, because you deserved it.
Because we knew he wasn't going to get crazy because he was trying to portray a different type to you guys.
Yeah.
He's trying to portray like he is a nice guy.
That was another one of our operations.
Yeah.
What? God, y'all had a
Russ-
bunch.
Make Russell, blow up.
So we would do things.
We'd be like, come play cards with us because we know if we beat him, he would get mad.
Right.
Jeff came upstairs one night when you had beat him in poker.
In poker.
And Jeff came upstairs and started laughing. I go, what are you laughing at? He goes, Russell's so mad. He goes, Natalie beat him in poker.
Yep.
So that was one of our things. Let's Operation Make Russell
He did
blow
not
up.
like to lose.
I know.
I said something to him when we played poker, like,
Oh, he said, oh, you were like, he was bullshitting. And then Russell's like, oh, really? Really? And something, and you said the latter of the two? Or,
yeah. He was bullshitting or full of shit.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to get him
And
to
he
that.
almost did.
I know.
Almost.
But you're the one that gets under his skin.
Yeah,
When you
'cause
beat
I'm a
him.
girl.
Yeah.
I went in and gave a session. I'm like, this fool thinks he could actually beat me in cards. I said he's sorely mistaken. Yeah, Russell, Michele. We didn't have anything for you. Mainly Russell and Michele. Oh, one of them was Operation Delete the Middle Row. So Michele was the last one in the middle row.
Y'all are a little sneaky. Y'all are funny. I kind of want ice cream.
And I kind of want my Rocky Road ice cream. I was thinking about that.
We have so much.
There's all that food on that table. We're going to have to clean up.
I was hoping you would.
Jordan, please go to the diary room.
Ask them if they're going to take like all that stuff.
Can you tell us what time it is when you go in?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can't say all.
You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2. To chat live with fans of the show about what's going on in the Big Brother house right now, log on to sho.com. We'll be right back. You're watching Big Brother After Dark exclusively on Showtime 2.
Or when we did the wood thing, how the gloves were even, and they're like, we need to make it even because they, like stuff like
Talking
that.
about Michelle's gloves, yeah.
Yep.
Yep, you're right. Too late now, but
Yeah.
from here on out, you should be like, I don't know who I'm taking. To them, yeah.
And I'm gonna be humble pie. I'm so grateful because I don't want to be like, like, I'm gonna get this, I got it, and then they would love to make it like, you thought so, but no,
Kevin, Natalie, you were not allowed to talk about production.
Because this bitch is like underdog city. underdog city. You know, like, oh, Southern Belle, so sweet. She has not a mean
Hey,
girl.
Dan,
What?
the sweet Southern Belle from North Carolina when Dan was here. Remember when
Oh,
we
yeah,
gave the announcement when
Mhm.
everybody came out?
And then here we are, these two little evil, dumb bitch,
The
we're
way
gonna delete her and all this
the way
sort of
we're
stuff.
looking to them with her is like we're bullies.
Right. We're like these meanies, and she's this sort of like, oh, I don't know.
Did you not? Reminiscing was a Jeff and Jordan reminisce.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're going to see on Sunday before they vote, you know? And not that they already know it, you know? They already know Jordan, and it's just bullshit, you know?
I knew it.
We
About
knew it, but when
2
we see
weeks
the
before.
clips with the edits and stuff, you know?
Because I would always talk about bad shit about other people, never about Jeff. It was always about how awesome he is. And I'm like, can I say something bad about him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you can. It just, you know, we just want to know this. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, that's why when I was in there, wouldn't it be a greater move to keep him? And I'm like, no, it wouldn't.
Dunzo.
Well, can you go down? Oh, can you give us the pros? Oh, we know you don't normally like these. Can you give us the pros and the cons to keeping him? I said, there is no pro. Can you give me a pro? Because I can't think of a pro. You would go to Final 3.
How about Jeff fucking was throwing Jordan under the bus? Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
How he wanted the bitch to go home.
How when there was times he would be like, well, I just don't nominate me. I don't care about Jordan. Or he wanted, yeah. He was
Campaigning.
for her to go up like that week that
Yes. Part of his deal was to put up his little showman's girlfriend. Can we
Right.
talk about that?
Right.
No. Let's talk about how awesome he is. Like, fuck that shit.
Ugh. Like, I don't think that Jordan honestly would even take it if she won. But honestly, even if she would, I don't want her to win. Because I wouldn't even have an opportunity for 500,000. I'd be taking second for sure, which I'm grateful for, and I'm not going to complain. But I'm saying, you know, like, I want you to win because if you and I, we would at least, who knows the way it would go. You know what I'm saying? With her, she would win. Guaranteed. Because of Jeff.
Yep. Michele will do what Jeff says in that.
Michelle's voting for Jordan no matter what. No matter what Jeff, but you're right, she's going to do it Jeff, but she would do it anyways.
And honestly, I never understood the Jeff infatuation. I never got it. I mean, yeah, he's a soap opera star, but I don't know. No one in this house ever, like, mesmerized me, you know? Like,
Yeah.
he mesmerized. Same with Jesse, he mesmerized people. Some people just got mesmerized. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm gonna go inside and go to bed.
As a final 3, we should get a maid for a day. Right?
Shit's hard as a rock. This is way too chocolatey. Dude, Ben and Jerry's is way too sweet.
I'm not a Ben and Jerry's fan. Babe, if you're watching, sorry I didn't win today's competition, and my fate's in Kevin's hands. Hopefully, he wins and takes me with him, because if he doesn't, I'm screwed.
You know he's watching.
And he's probably like being like, Kevin!
I wonder if my boyfriend's watching. Who knows? Dude, I gotta get rid of this. This is way too sweet.
Hey, on your way back, I left my socks on the counter. Would you bring them to me?
Uh-huh.
Please? I'm pissed though that we... Fudge! I'm pissed that we packed all our shit.
I know. You know what I just thought of?
Thanks.
We need to stop with the negative talk. Because, you know, they're saying, like, aren't you sick of hearing about their Jeff bashing? And then it's like making us look even more evil to America.
Okay.
We need to be like...
But I don't think I could get any more evil. I hate... Jesse was my
But
friend.
they're voting now. So they're going to create a package on Sunday. And it's going to be a package about how Jordan's like, look at these guys are bullying my friends. And like, I'm so sick of them talking about Jeff. Like, we need to make it like, we're happy and grateful and all that shit. Because I don't want to fuck around with America's vote.
I'm already screwed, but I agree.
Like, we need to include her. We can't pair off.
Yeah. I mean, you know she's going to be in the pool and shit like that we don't do.
We're going to have to, though. Because we don't want to make it look like poor Jordan. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to.
Well, I want to play pool and shit.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
I said we came into the room. I mean, people could still be to themselves and stuff.
And it is kind of too little, too late.
And there's nothing more being shown on the shows.
Oh yeah, it's Sunday.
Yeah, which is the best of. That's it.
No, and like little touch-up, little catch-up.
Not with the best of. If they do a catch-up, it's going to be, I think, Tuesday before.
They need to do this memory wall stuff.
Yeah, that's on Sunday. Yeah, that's Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the memory wall wasn't bad. At all.
Yeah. I feel like it's too late too anyways. Like, fuck.
Don't worry, dude. Nobody's more screwed with America than me.
No misengagement. I'm the
So?
evil gay guy.
Evil? No, you're not. Dude, I'm Jesse's friend.
Grr.
Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed tonight's Big Brother After Dark. And be sure to tune in every night at midnight for 3 more hours live from the Big Brother household. I'm Julie Chen. Good night.